doing my best to just get rid of anything negative, and I was going to chop off social media, period. But instead of doing that, and what I did was replace all the people who just love showing their ass, replace all these people who are, you know what I'm saying, love talking shit about people, you know what I'm saying, and I replaced it with spiritual posts. I replaced it with motivational posts.
Why do people always think that you have to get off social media in order to fix your life?
You know we never started a podcast on time, ever. Since the very first episode, we never started on time.
I don't know if
that's because we have a...
No, that's valid.
I don't think
that's because we actually have a set time that we can record. We got into 5 to 7:30, so it's like...
No, but we always say we're going to start at 5. Yeah. Or we'll start at 5:30.
But guess what?
We'll start at 5:50. It's 5:50.
But guess what? We back with another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
What's up with it, y'all? I missed y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I straight missed y'all. Not y'all. I'm talking about the fans, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, happy Mother's Day to all the bitches whose eggs I've swallowed.
Oh, okay.
Happy Mother's Day to the mothers and the baby mama's mothers. And
happy Mother's Day to
all
me.
Of them.
I'm sorry.
He sounded like Andre 3000.
Happy Mother's Day to the mouths I busted.
On me.
Oh, God. All the eggs.
Hey, that's pretty funny that we just started talking about we never start on time.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mobs I busted in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
All right.
Not like, damn, that's a lot of mouths.
All right, introduce yourself.
No comment.
It's me, Ree. The only one I ever try to be.
All right, next.
Madam.
The great mother, Jack.
Is that it?
That was trash. We 0 for 2 with the we 0 for 3 with mine. Can't even get the fuck. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, dog, this is Jordan.
It's just Jordan.
Hey, we 0 for 4. Come on, bring it on home. Nigel, it's on you.
I'm still looking at Jordan. I ain't gonna even lie. All right, this is Nigel. Follow me on Instagram and Eves18. Thank you.
You gotta put this. You're the only one that remember to put the tags in there.
Oh,
my turn.
I always introduce it the same way.
And Eve.
I might add in. Last time I used to be Lonely Stoner, but that's done. She's smoking again.
Last but definitely least is your boy Vic, aka Fresh Prince Vic. Follow me on the grind.
You say last but definitely least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Humble myself.
Okay.
You're not least, black man. You're the most.
stay woke.
Stay woke.
What do you say? What is it? 2/10 of a person?
3/5 of a person?
3/5. I said 2/10. That's hella low.
Damn, but 2/10, dog.
2/10
I'm
of
that. I'm just a nobody.
Alright, so who went to church today? Who ain't got their
Bible? Praise him.
Every Sunday.
Praise him.
Well,
wait, does it count if I turned on gospel music but I was
asleep?
Church is not the building, it's you.
No, church is the building.
Church is the building.
Church is the belief is you.
There's a building called church.
The belief is
There's a
you.
building called church.
Yeah, exactly.
The
The
church
I went to today was called Revelation Missionary Baptist Church.
No,
church.
I'm talking about
on the sign. It said Revelation Missionary Baptist Church.
I get it.
Okay,
No,
building. Yes, church. Yes,
I get it, but I'm saying technically, church is within you. You don't. What I've been taught.
Belief is within you.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the building. It's good to go to the building to testify and be around your brothers and sisters.
No, it's not.
Testify. I don't go to court.
I'm sorry.
It's good to be in the building sometimes and be around the people so they can hear the different stories that you went through, so they can listen to what you've been through and get, advice or whatever like that.
You know what?
We can do that with a phone call.
Okay,
Imagine
but
a group
also
chat
that's
with
what
all the
church
church members on there.
I gotta get messy.
That's too damn messy. Everybody fucking everybody too. Everybody fucking. When it comes to church, everybody fucking everybody.
Next thing you know,
No, you know the people.
Pastor, that was a pastor fucking like the church members. And the church members he was fucking with men.
Think about it.
Because every time we talk about church, we generalize all churches. Can we just say some?
Just
to help me out, to make me feel better.
Not all.
Because it's not all. It's definitely not all.
What Jackie said, if the church had a group chat, think about people who be having them long ass testimonies and you just looking at your phone like,
and then next thing you know, you see Ty left the group chat. Oh God! Are you here to hang up? Hey, that be mean as
I
fuck.
can't do a church group chat. That's no.
Bruh,
no.
like a FaceTime call.
I'm
bruh.
in church and I can't do a church group chat.
Bruh, I would not.
It's just too many people.
I deal with you.
I don't even like the group chat that we in.
We get on that sister Sally Mae. So what was that shit you was talking at Bible study on Wednesday?
I don't know. Bible study, a whole nother group chat.
Yeah, on me. That's a whole nother group of motherfuckers.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Crackhead down the street that came to Bible study.
Say
Shit.
it in front of pastor.
Yeah, I get y'all cups off the
Yeah,
table.
I'm tripping. Thank you.
I can hear all of that.
I hope so.
What contraption do you got
Make sure
right
it's
now?
working.
That's a bomb.
That was a bomb, so.
Alright, this nigga got a smart water bottle
Mhm.
with a, what the hell is that on
So is
top?
that smart?
With a
you
dick
think?
on top.
With a dick on top.
Technically, that's what it is called.
So would it be
Technically,
called
that's
smart
not what it's
weed?
called.
He
It's
thought
called,
technically that's what it is.
it's called Top Puff.
Top of, not a dick.
It's a dick, bro. That's what they call it, bro. That's what the crackheads call it, a dick. Smoking on a glass, smoking on glass dick. That's a thing. That's what.
Oh, I thought you was. I'm
not
talking.
talk-
Tripping.
I'm
I
not
thought you was
talking
just
about-
trying to talk about Tyrese suck dick.
No, what the hell, y'all niggas on some other stuff. I'm saying that's
it
what
wouldn't be the first time.
And for real, for
Yeah,
real.
That's a fact.
What in the?
Kyrie and Dick.
They don't call it a glass dick.
They-
Okay.
You want to bet money?
I'm
crackhead
gonna
do
bet
you
money on
know?
calling it a glass.
I'm just saying that.
I don't know. I just
You know, you can go in Urban Dictionary and it's there too.
Urban Dictionary is not legit. Okay.
Why not?
You know, when nobody got nothing to say behind it, they just say,
No, I just had to shake my head.
Why not?
Urban Dictionary ain't really legit.
Why not?
It's about as legit as
You go on there to find out the
You can-
meaning of your name.
English language.
no, it's not just the meaning. It's just you can do that in the Webster Dictionary.
Some names
No,
have meaning.
you can't.
You can't find some of your names in the Webster Dictionary.
No.
Unless your name
can't
is Fall or
You can't go and find Ashley.
Winter,
Yeah.
Autumn.
You're not
Shit,
gonna
legit.
find. You're not gonna
You
find
find,
what
you're not gonna
Jason
find
or
Chanelica.
Shaniqua in the
Or
motherfucking Webster
Bonquiqui.
Dictionary. No.
I said a regular name, bro. I'm not talking about these made up imaginary.
What is a regular name?
Bonquiqui
Victor.
is very
A
rare.
regular name is what you would
That ain't a
call
regular
your
name.
It's a regular name.
Victor.
Ain't no such thing as a regular name.
On me, ain't no such thing as a regular
that's
name.
Right.
European influenced name.
Oh my gosh. Now I just feel
have-
like Jackie when I
you
said
don't
we
even
ain't got nothing to say.
You got the name of a white man.
That's a fact.
Your name
Victor?
is Toby.
You got the name of
British man.
a white man.
Do niggas ever think about that?
Actually, you got the you
Yeah,
got the name of a
Probably
nigga
we
who be
don't
on
have
the
our
fucking
own
safari.
names.
Are you talking about,
Actually,
Side
names
conversations. Side
Names
conversations.
aren't even a real
Oops, excuse me,
necessarily
guys.
thing. It's just the sound that you want someone to make to get your attention.
What a name?
Hmm?
Yeah.
What, nigga?
Your name is really just a sound that you want somebody to make to get your attention. That's it. That's all language is.
Oh, I'm about to
Sounds that we all agree have meaning.
How do you account for numerology? Because
But
there's
wouldn't that be
definitely
all of the
numerology
human
within
language?
names. There's definitely
More than just
numerology
names?
within names.
What do you mean?
Hey, hot dog. I know,
But
bro.
How
man,
people can use numerology
Nickname?
to like
But I see a name and
understand
it's like,
and decode reality pretty much.
You know, and it's kind of like Joe. You
Wait,
look
what
kind
we
of prophet
talking
like.
Yeah.
Like a
With
prophet,
this
like a
suede-ass
prophet,
wave.
my nigga like a prophet Mario.
have y'all seen the movie 23?
I want to
with
know
Jim
your
Carrey?
name, man.
It's the most-
I want to
yes.
know.
Yes.
yes, it is.
I was like, this
fucked with that
nigga
movie.
fine. I started thinking like, damn.
Yeah.
looked at him,
That was
looked
one
like
of the
Mario.
first serious roles I've
Talk
ever
about,
seen.
I want to know your
play.
name, man.
He's
I want to know
And
if
then-
you got
oh,
a
yeah.
I
He's
want to
very
know.
underrated.
I forgot. I wouldn't actually say that though.
Wait a minute.
I
Speaking
wouldn't
of
say
movies,
that.
Baps is on Netflix as of like Friday.
Yeah,
Did I know
Babs
that?
is hilarious to me.
Love that.
Hood classic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
all
really
right.
watch the hood.
We got a lot of things to get
Really?
into. Get it. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, let me find
That
some
mean you
words.
lying.
Name the best hood movie.
The best hood movie?
Players Club. Baby Boy.
Ooh.
The Wood?
The Wood ain't a hood movie.
What's the
How come
Wood?
it's not?
I ain't never seen it.
The Wood? How old are you?
The Wood is not a hood movie.
No, that legit.
No, 24.
You should have seen it.
Yeah.
I don't watch hood movies or
I haven't-
urban
I
fiction
haven't
or whatever.
seen
the
it.
fuck
Okay,
it's
I'll
called.
take it back then. Boys in the Hood. That
Never
would be the
seen that
next
either.
one.
Yeah.
Don't
I
be a
was-
menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood.
Oh, it's hard. It's
That's a hood classic.
Never
Yeah,
seen
but
it.
that's not the best.
It's an amalgamation of the hood classics.
Never seen it. Oh, you talk about that parody to do with
It's
the
a lot of
fire on
quotes.
the side or some shit like
I'll
nope,
give
never
it
seen
that, but I wouldn't call
My
it a
nigga
favorite.
said, "Do we have a
Hey.
Problem. USSR. As a kid, that went completely over my head. As an adult, where the fuck this nigga get a Soviet rocket from?
What was better, Men's Society or Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood.
Baby boy.
That wasn't an option.
Boys in the Hood was.
Actually, you know what? I saw South
I say
Central. I
Boys in the
love
Hood.
South Central.
South Central.
That's what we
OG
was
Bobby
talking
Johnson,
about
my nigga.
before we got on your topic.
I
That's the
wasn't
movie
paying
we was talking
attention.
about.
I
Yeah, a
love
whole
OG Bobby
different
Johnson.
genre. I wasn't even. I don't know.
I could have swore I was in the game.
I found my words now.
Do so.
Okay.
Who will win in a fight, Jason or Michael Myers?
Me.
Jason.
Really?
I mean, at the end of the day, Mike Myers still human.
No,
Jason
he
is-
ain't.
Yeah. Okay, look, I get it, but I get
Jason
it.
sound real
No,
scared.
no,
Come
listen.
on.
Jason.
Rap his head off is done.
Michael
Listen.
Myers is the one that really does scare me. Jason, I just got don't go to Camp Green Lake. That's it.
Jason walks. Michael Myers runs.
Wait.
But no, we was talking about
Wait,
them
wait,
fighting
wait,
each
wait,
other.
wait.
Yeah.
Michael Myers runs.
Michael Myers runs.
No, he
Hey.
does
No, no,
not,
no,
bro.
y'all
What
got
are
it.
Oh,
you?
am I got it? Do I
Y'all
got it
got it
backwards?
wrong. Michael
Okay.
Myers is
What
the
are
one
you
with the mask.
watching?
He the one that walk faster than you can run. That's
Yes,
the nigga
that's
with
what
the
that
knife.
is.
That nigga be up there with the same
Don't
boat.
you dare
Just-
disrespect
Jason, no,
Mike
Jason.
Myers, but-
Jason Voorhees got the hockey mask.
Yes.
Michael Myers got the.
The white.
Oh, I'm
the
thinking
white
of
face,
Freddy Krueger. My bad. That nigga is a beast.
I mean, it's easy to fuck with Freddy Krueger.
Don't. What you mean when you say that?
Any nigga who pop pills can stay away from Freddy Krueger. Them niggas don't sleep.
But no, see, somebody tried that, but eventually you would go brain dead, and that's why they had to go to sleep.
I mean, shit. You gonna die anyway, nigga.
What? You have to face
Okay, so
Freddy.
Jason Voorhees the one with the big knife.
Right.
Michael Myers is.
Machete.
You got me see.
She
Machete.
said a big knife.
Machete, and
But
then
I'm
Michael
talking-
Myers has the chef
The
knife.
chainsaw.
The chef knife.
Michael
Chainsaw,
Myers
Texas
has
Chainsaw Massacre.
Michael Myers has whatever he can get his hands on,
Right.
No,
That's a
it's,
fact.
even if it's your throat.
He don't
it
have
be,
a,
it's his hands or a knife. It's his
And that
hands
nigga
or a
look-
knife.
that
He'll
nigga-
take your throat. He'll take you by the throat, pick you up, and pin
That nigga
your
like
ass
his
on
strong
the
as
throat
hell.
and
That
walk
nigga
off.
like his hits are straight
That's
bricks,
Michael-
bro.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
strong as hell.
Oh, well, I can't put it on this conversation.
I said
don't
Michael
know.
What he say?
Myers.
I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch. All you saw was bah.
Hey, y'all seen the one with Busta Rhymes fighting the nigga on the roof?
Bro, see that? I hate that one. I hate that one.
Actually,
That's the
matter of
only nigga I ever seen talk to
Nigga,
Michael Myers like that and
What
survive.
the fuck is happening?
Fuck y'all movies.
What the
Leprechaun
hell
is
y'all
the
talking
best.
about?
Busta Rhymes.
I'm
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
bro.
Jackie got
in the
one.
garage.
Leprechaun versus Chucky.
I'm going Leprechaun, bro.
That's what
I'm going Leprechaun.
Fuck.
Leprechaun versus Chucky in a Good Guy Toy Factory. I'm going Chucky.
Leprechaun.
He got so many bodies to jump to. He got
I
so
mean,
many
the
bodies
thing
to
I was
jump
going
to.
to Chucky regardless.
But it's not
The
like
thing
that
is,
nigga
Chucky
just taking the
is a
spirit.
sorcerer or
No, he
not.
has to have a whole like he gotta draw out the shit on the ground,
Yeah,
say some words while the sky thundering.
no.
I'll put this nigga string out.
We gotta have a whole sacrifice going
I
on.
would say Chucky regardless because the nigga is smart as hell, bro. Like his contraptions to kill
You
people.
can't
But
kill the leprechaun,
I
bro.
think it's like different types of magic that would be fighting each other. Because leprechaun, that's
You
the
can't kill
ancient
him.
magic. On God, like
Ancient magic versus dark magic.
Exactly.
And
That's what I'm saying,
remember,
different
the
magic.
remember what Uncle said. Remember what Uncle said in Jackie Chan. Only magic can defeat magic.
You need help.
Hey, no, give me some right there. That's respect.
You said only what can.
Only magic can defeat magic. Remember
But-
that?
No, I
Jackie?
gave respect.
And your name
I gave
Jackie.
respect for
And
who
your
he
name
said
Jackie.
it.
However, it's
Jackie
that's what
Chan Avengers.
And her name Jackie.
That's what I'm saying. But it's different types of magic. You know, certain things don't go in certain realms. Goddamn. You can't beat that ancient magic.
Thor
I
can
don't
beat
give-
everybody.
Nah, you can't beat that ancient magic. I don't give a
What's the
fuck.
difference between ancient magic and dark magic?
One is ancient,
Dark
one is
magic.
dark.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the only answer I had though. I don't want to say that. Though.
Ancient magic ain't necessarily got to be dark. You can have
Yeah.
ancient good magic.
Ancient magic is that inexplicable shit. Like that's
So what's good magic?
You ever seen?
no. See that
Harry
dark
Potter?
magic, good magic, whatever. That's more so human. That's more
don't know,
so
I don't know.
humans
You ever,
put it into motion. They say a spell
Yeah,
or an
what?
good magic
incantation.
is the love that protected Harry Potter, his mama's love.
It's still magic.
That's good magic.
But
Good magic is always some force
But the question
which
is-
protecting.
But they
Exactly.
old, but they was old, so that's ancient. They was old, so ain't that ancient?
Who?
Ancient is
I'm
that
talking about like as far as like once time is gone, doesn't it become ancient?
No.
No,
yesterday is not
saying.
ancient.
No.
Ancient to me is like
Yesterday is old.
No, like in
1,000 years from now, wouldn't that be ancient magic?
Yeah,
Well,
I see
yeah.
what you're saying.
I guess, but you know, when you
So
someone
the
say
question is
ancient
how
magic,
ancient of
everyone
magic
has
are
a
you trying to-
generalization of at least a couple million years. Like, what was it, during Suicide Squad when they was talking about the Enchantress, and the bitch went into the cave. Nobody had been in that shit and popped the bottle open, and
They popping bottles?
In caves?
Yes, my nigga.
And Iron Man ain't want to stay in that damn cave.
y'all never seen it.
Yeah, I
like,
see Suicide. I'm just talking with you.
I haven't.
It was cool.
But yeah, like the Enchantress, that's that ancient magic. That's
Ashtray.
that inexplicable. That's not
The ashtray tie.
necessarily dark magic.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's an
that's
ashtray.
that ancient.
Can I get it?
At the end of all of this, I don't know what the hell we talking about, so let's get to the topic. Let's get to the topic.
Question: was you allowed to watch Harry Potter growing up?
Yeah.
I was
Allowed.
You know, church people.
Well,
Like for a while, when the first movie came out, I couldn't watch it.
I couldn't watch it.
They thought it
My
was
nigga,
evil.
my mama went and bought all the books.
They
Nigga,
thought it
we
was
read
devil
the
worship.
bitch. We've seen all the
They
movies.
thought it was devil worship.
Man,
That's why I say all churches ain't the same.
Yeah.
All right, so look, check this out. We ain't necessarily got a red or a blue pill this week, but I did find out something interesting that is science related.
So I didn't do my job this week. You got one job.
I also had finals.
Okay, we got jobs too.
You could have did it,
currently not to June.
All you had to do is let one of us know.
but so if you
got
were,
defensive, didn't you?
if you grew up,
I go to school, guys.
if you grew up on Pokemon, there's a special region in your brain that is developed specifically to not locate Pokemon, but to identify Pokemon. The same way it's the same reason in your brain made for you to identify different humans and animals. Pokemon are so different from animals. A special region of the brain can be developed. I'll show you the research when we get done. Yes,
I'm lost.
that shit was interesting.
I wasn't locating Pokemon until the fucking game came out.
That shit
My
was
nigga,
interesting.
we got money for studies on Pokemons.
But
That
all
ain't
these
fucking
homeless
real.
people-
Flint still
I was
got
just
water.
about to say Flint water still brown.
No, matter of fact, fuck that. What about the Jetsons? We got all this money to research shit like that. Why we don't got fucking flying cars?
Exactly.
We do got flying
And
cars.
tubes and shit.
You ain't got no flying cars. We got flying cars. We ain't got no flying cars.
First,
He just hit you with, this is not spider fingers. This is spider fingers.
That nigga Elon Musk got a flying car in his basement right now.
who?
Elon Musk, the richest African American in the world, and I hate saying it because he's a white man.
I'm about to say, why did you just say he African American?
He is African American.
However, we don't got
He's
the
from
tubes
South
and
Africa
shit. We don't
in
got
America.
the-
He's for real He's for real African American.
We gotta add South to that, bro. I'm South
He in
African.
America now. So what you gonna say? He's South African American? That's too much.
Yeah, because when they in Africa, when they in Africa, they say I'm from South Africa. So when you come here, you South African American.
Nah, nigga, you just African American. That's too much. What am I, Nigerian American then?
You know they
Yes.
trying to make Pokemon, like real life Pokemon.
Out of
That's
all the shit that
dangerous
we
as fuck.
actually.
I think that's
fucking-
hella.
We got a big ass
dangerous.
Pikachu over there.
Imagine you just walking, you see a fucking
Stop
Charmander jump out the bushes.
Pause. Say it again.
We got a big ass Pikachu over there.
I saw it. I had to let him get
No,
that
don't
off.
touch me.
He never funny, so when a joke hit, you gotta let it hit, bro. That was
Ooh.
that was
Are you-
funny, bro.
It's okay.
Ooh,
Ty,
I
it's
caught that
it's
one,
okay.
It was funny,
It's
bro.
alright.
You see how I killed two birds
No,
with
because
one
he
stone?
tried to come up with that little uppercut,
Up a chop.
uppercut, and that shit just missed.
I killed two birds
But
with one
you
stone.
felt it all the same.
Exactly. See?
Oh, because it kind of grazed me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It kind of grazed me.
You know what I mean?
What you say? He got in his stands and smiled and smirked.
He looked at me talking about puny human.
You're more skilled than the others. Now let me show you my full power.
If they actually made Pokemon in real life, would you try to own one?
Fuck no. Hell no.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be just like taming an animal. A
No.
dog. That's how I would see it.
But you
That's
do
how
know,
it
if Pokemon was real, there would be so little violence.
No.
You not finna go
No,
fuck
the
with
fuck
it.
they have
It'd be
Pokemon.
more. It'd
Wait,
be way more.
My
violent.
charge off gonna fly across this
Let me
motherfucking
finish.
city because I
God,
Let
got
me
I'm
finish.
Pikachu at
Let me
you right
finish.
quick.
Let me finish.
We
In
do
the
have Team Rocket.
Pokemon, think about it. In the Pokemon world, you either have two types of criminals. You have the world organized, we trying to dominate shit criminals, and then you have like
have
thieves
now.
and shit. And we got murderers, rapists, killers. You think you finna go and try to kill somebody?
That's
You don't
not
know.
gonna
You don't know
disappear
what
just
this
'cause I
nigga
get a
got on his
Pikachu.
belt.
It don't matter.
Know
you know what you got on your belt. What shit, nigga? I got a Charizard. I wish one of you niggas. I'm finna do whatever.
I got Mewtwo on me. What's up?
No.
Oh God, you got Mewtwo. What's up?
You go to try to rape a girl. You go to try to rape a girl.
Mewtwo.
She drop her jacket like she drop her jacket like this. You want this pussy? You got to take it.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
Take her pussy?
He was just talking
I
about
don't think you want to die on that leg. I think you should have just let him have that.
He was talking about raping. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta take it.
Oh my.
Let's go.
He said, I'm gonna take it then. Oh, you should just let him have it, bro. And he steady saying yes.
He said, you come to rape a woman, and she say, you gonna have to take it. Well, bitch, that's what I'm here for.
You get your Pokemon. You get your first Pokemon in kindergarten. Instead of gym class, that's actually your little training class where you get to train against other people when they Pokemons.
Oh damn.
Oh, that's dope. So now everybody's basically
Peter
you're
will be
advanced.
y'all
You're an advanced trainer at this point. Everybody got to go through school training a Pokemon.
Yeah.
What you
Fuck that. I still
that's
wanna be a
all
doctor.
comp.
Fuck
I'm
this.
that mean I'm living a competitive lifestyle, my nigga. I'm definitely.
I don't
That's
got time to be
hella
fighting
dangerous,
niggas.
It's still dangerous.
I mean, you could be like what they got, like little Pokemon nurses.
Yeah.
You could be a caretaker.
I don't want to be a fucking veterinarian or CNA.
They had a little bitch that cooked on her.
And they all looked alike.
I don't want to be.
Y'all all had the same hairstyle.
You could be a cop.
Rock the same nail.
No, I'm probably Team Rocket. I'm Jesse.
On me, she
you're a
is still
terrorist.
your bitch.
You terrorize.
Remember
You're
this
terrorist.
Jackie still your
So
bitch.
you trying to steal a little yellow rat from a little kid, basically.
Hey, speaking of Yellow Rat,
That's
I
one
heard
special Yellow Rat.
Pokemon Detective was
Nigel
really
West.
good.
Yeah,
Nigel
Yeah, I
West
want
is
to go.
somebody
Ooh,
else told me
hey,
that it
let's
was
all go
good.
see it together.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I have to see it with my girl.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Bring him in.
I gotta find a babysitter and see if she.
Damn, y'all can't go see movies without your girl.
I can't.
Nigga, I choose to go to the movies with my girl. She goes where I
She
go.
suggested it. I was like,
However,
okay.
y'all can
Oh, she
bring-
suggested
y'all
it
can
first.
bring
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, that's what I just
I
got.
mean,
check
shit,
on.
I'm
Let's
just
go
but
on
just,
Friday.
Okay.
Uh,
Or $5 Tuesday.
never mind. We can't go.
Or $5 Tuesday.
I'm off on
Because
Tuesday.
if you
I don't even
have
wanna
if you
know.
have your student ID
I'm here before.
or your military ID.
All you gotta
I'm
do is
not
get
a
a membership,
student nor
and you
in
can
the
do that
military.
at the counter.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm down for any day.
look, pull out both cards, like, boom.
Which one you want to do?
No,
Oh,
but
can I
I'm
use both of these discounts together?
But I did hear it's really good.
Yeah.
Because at first I was not happy with the trailers at all.
Yeah, that was what threw me off.
Oh, and speaking of another stuff that I was disappointed in, Sonic. They redoing Sonic.
Oh yeah, I was
that
glad they were
animation was
doing it.
trash.
Yeah.
No,
That
what he
didn't
looked
look
like
nothing
was
like
I was like,
Sonic.
why his legs look like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why his face, bro? His eyes don't connect. His arms.
Yes,
are
that was
blue.
so stupid.
It's like everything about him was wrong.
My nigga said his eyes don't connect.
For real.
But
Look like the ice
Hey,
cream
did y'all-
off of
That's
the
just
little
like
bomb
you
pop
make his name.
Sonic
Yeah, bro.
popsicles. What'd you get off?
So were you the one who brought up the Great Dilemma?
Yes, I am.
So are you talking about the real estate thing?
No.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay. Are we talking about it now?
That was a horrible
Yes.
transition, but we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, what's up with the Great Dilemma?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh Jesus, this must be deep.
Oh, God.
He put his hands on his knees like so.
Set back.
No, this is something I just thought about. Just
Oh
Upon
shit,
watching,
Jordan been
like-
thinking.
a video, like watching videos and shit. But like, one, it has to do with One Piece, like my motherfucking favorite.
It
Shonen
used to be
anime.
my favorite. That motherfucker went
Oh,
on
dude,
too
I'm
damn
not
long.
sure.
I'm
That's
like,
long.
I'm tired of watching it.
It's long, but if you were where I'm at, you understand why it's got to be long because it's such a grandiose
'Cause they in
storyline,
sea?
bro. Yeah, I mean not because that because it's like
I never watched One Piece.
It's just about a
fun.
whole bunch of semen.
It's,
Just semen.
Well, I'll see you.
it's
Why
the king of the
everything that
pirates,
he
bro.
says just has to do with penis?
Something about a
and-
penis. I know. It's
They are
Just
semen. They
nuts.
are semen.
They are, but why you gotta put it like
You
that?
could have said
Because
pirates.
they're fucking
You
semen.
coulda said
pirates.
pirates. or
That's
something.
exactly what they
Yeah.
are. They're
And what is a
pirates.
pirate?
I can't stand you, Ty. I can't stand you.
But go ahead. Yeah. Go
Oh,
on.
anime the whole time. So you talk about the economy and real estate.
No. Girl, we talking about anime.
Jackie trying to get deep and shit.
I thought.
but I have to talk about the show just to get the point across because
Yeah, because I never seen it.
it's a question, but it's like a really hypothetical question that really has no answer at all. But I was watching one of my favorite YouTube reviewers of One Piece with Tekken 101. Shout out my dude Tekken. He had a theory about what the One Piece could be, because like half the like fascination with the show is finding out what the One Piece is. It's this treasure.
Oh, so I thought One Piece was just the name of the show.
No, it's a actual treasure that the original Pirate King
that he hid.
Gold D. Roger, he hid it.
It's a gun.
If you realize that that's supposed to be like a map as a part of the thing, the logo of One Piece.
Have a part of finding the One Piece. One, you have to find these things called the poneglyphs, which are hieroglyphics. They're glyphs and these big ass cubes that there's 2 sets of them that you have to find, which are the road poneglyphs, which point to where the One Piece is or where like the next poneglyph is.
And the writer just still ain't just like, you know what, here. Why y'all ain't found the One Piece shit? 800 episodes later.
I say Dragon Ball Z found Dragon Balls hell of time.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh,
These
God.
niggas still searching for
But
3
that's why
cubes.
that's not why it's one of the most popular.
I'm just messing.
So is it? So what happens if they find the One Piece?
That's the thing. See, we don't know because
It goes into 2 pieces.
Spin off.
right.
You know me.
Because they got to split it. See?
And now you gotta find the 2 pieces.
Exactly.
And that will lead you to the real treasure.
It's pretty much like that, but I have to give y'all context before I get to the actual theory. Okay, so we're seeing the story through Luffy's, the main protagonist, Luffy's eyes. We're seeing his adventure and all the shit around him. But in the story, there's a century before everything like got this way before this point, right?
So a bunch of flashbacks.
We don't know what happened. That's the thing. So in the world of One Piece, there's a world government. It's to me, it's very similar to the government that we have. The things that I love about One Piece is that all of the themes in it can be applied to our world. It's just like our world.
Like Naruto.
So can Jesse Smollett be in this show?
No, he lies too much.
Oh, says
He's coming to my show.
Says the
We like lying on my show.
But
Yeah, that's why he come to my show. We like lying on my show.
Is it fighting in the show?
I'm having a game show
You go
called.
to Empire. You go to his show.
I'm doing a game
They
show called
always
Liar
lying
Die.
on that motherfucker.
It's a battle shonen.
Invite Jim Carrey.
But it's what makes it so great is that most of the great things about it is not even the fights. It's the dialogue, just the moments and shit. But further than that, the world government is an all-encompassing like government. They have the Marines and the Navy, and then who have all the power, all the like government tech and all the weapons and shit, and all the like strong top-tier characters and shit. So, and then above them, who they're protecting, like who have the real power, are the world nobles, the celestial dragons, who are like, these motherfuckers are cruel, like beyond cruel, and like these niggas can come to your island, pick you up, just like you got to stand at attention. As soon as they pop up, they can choose you and just enslave you, and nobody can do shit about it.
Oh, wow.
Nobody
America.
can do shit about it.
Right.
Know me.
That sounds a lot. It's hella familiar.
So,
Oh shit.
yeah.
So look at where I'm going. So, and it's like all of them except there's actually one good celestial dragon, Mjolnir, and the only reason he's even good is because he lost all his power and he lived amongst the people, and he started to become human. They have so much power. They have such an evil mentality.
So like Buddha.
Yeah. I mean, what?
You know, Buddha was basically in a palace all his life. He didn't understand the common people until he escaped his palace and lived among them.
Yeah. Something like that. They don't see themselves as human. They see themselves as dragons because
Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
And it's not even like they're strong.
I'll beat his goofy ass if I had the chance.
He don't understand your life. He's never lived it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead.
Real quick, side note. We definitely gonna get back to you because I want to hear you finish.
Okay.
What would you do if Trump beat your ass?
Hey, I'm weak.
Like he straight give you
Bro,
the
not
hands.
with them hands.
Wait, what kind? Like the
No,
Thanos? The
with the
Thanos
hand,
gave
like talking about straight. No,
Thanos gave Hulk hands. I ain't gonna want to fight no more.
with them little bitty hands, bro.
I ain't want to.
What you gonna do if you get beat up with
If
them
he
little
give
bitty
me,
hands?
if he give me
I'ma
the
shoot
whole
that bitch
Thanos
shit
gave
out
Hulk
of
hands, I ain't gonna want to fight no more.
Bubble hands.
I mean,
They gonna be like, where that nigga Tyree at, bro? He went to college.
he's chilling, man. He
Where that
went
nigga,
he
hey,
went
man, where that
vegan,
nigga
too.
Hulk at, man? That nigga went to college.
He got his health right.
He over there talking about namaste. But go ahead.
Okay. So, the nobles and the dragons and shit, they it's not even like they're powerful. They like weak motherfuckers, but they are everything that the Navy and the Marines do is to uphold their power.
Oh, so they're over the Marine Ford.
Yes, they're over the Marines.
So the government.
Yeah.
Our government.
Pretty much.
Well, technically, I believe in One Piece, the Marines is like almost top dog government.
Yeah, they have the Marines, and then they have the admirals. The admirals are like top tier cast of 3 admirals, and then
Which one killed Luffy brother?
Kind
Spoiler.
It's 800 episodes, bro.
That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, unless you're a diehard fan,
I
bro.
say I never seen the show. Maybe I wanted to start.
I recommend it, bro.
I do want to start that, and I want to start My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I recommend those.
That is very fun to watch.
Yeah.
My Hero.
It is
And
very
bro, the
fun
manga,
I don't like the
it
animation.
gets deep, bro. The
I
manga.
Is it how many seasons is out? Because I thought it was like a brand new show.
What, One Piece?
No, My Hero.
No,
relatively.
they about to be on
To
season
like
three.
this generation.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
new.
relatively.
That's new then.
It's
If it's only 3 seasons in.
If you speak in anime, it's this generation.
4 seasons.
No,
it's
it's
an anime.
How many episodes?
The
is
anime,
it?
well, yeah, the anime finna be 3.
Yeah, but it's like in the manga now.
Yeah, I don't never.
No, I was talking
the
about
manga
season
is
6,
nothing but a spoiler.
6th arc.
Yeah, I don't want to read
That's what the
Yeah.
manga is. Yeah, it's nothing but spoiler.
But I gotta know. I'll be having to know things.
Have you seen Demon Slayer?
No, I'm gonna watch it though.
I am too. That
Demon
was
Slayer?
It's
It's
You mean
a-
Goblin Slayer?
No,
No,
Demon
I don't
Slayer.
wanna
Nigga, I
watch
know what the hell I said.
Oh, I ain't never heard of Demon Slayer.
That anime look dope.
Goblin
dope.
Slayer is dope.
But go ahead.
And that's your kind of anime. It's real gruesome.
Just because a bitch got raped, that's my kind of anime?
No, sir. It's more than that, my friend.
Yeah, she got raped by goblins.
Yes, but
That
it's
shit
more
was-
than that.
That shit was like, ow.
They show
Yeah, I
this man
see- I-
legitimately
that's-
killing these goblins,
I
like
ain't see
savage like.
I ain't see a rape that savage since Berserk.
Why are you
Oh
still
my god,
focused on the
that
rape?
rape
You
scene
talk
on
about the
Berserk.
goblins getting killed.
And in,
It's the same. It's
in
the same
Berserk,
show.
everybody
First
gets
episode, the bitch gets raped in the
in
cave.
Berserk, main
by
character got
goblins.
raped. His girlfriend got raped. His homeboy got raped. His homeboy raped his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Everybody get raped in Berserk. Like,
Yeah,
I bet
it's
when
called Berserk for a reason.
What is this, Game of Thrones?
No,
damn,
it's just as
sure.
bad. It's just as bad.
Sure.
And please do not spoil Game of Thrones for me, guys.
Oh, bro, it's so awesome.
I know,
I've
please.
never seen
I gotta
that.
catch.
Please.
I'm catching.
Tonight.
I'm coming up on it, y'all.
Who's
I'm
going to die
sorry.
tonight? Cersei.
Hey, stop that! Stop
It's
that!
serious. It's
It's gonna be
Stop
I
that!
bet you it's gonna be another Starbucks cup in the episode.
Y'all,
did see
with
that.
you
That was
saying her
hilarious.
name told me this bitch still survives.
Oh, damn, my fault, bro.
I want that bitch to die so bad. I've been wanting that bitch to die since.
Okay, it's okay.
No, it ain't okay.
No,
Bitches
no.
the Dragons.
No,
She's gonna
no,
get
that's,
her.
No,
No, that's
my
somebody
bitch.
She's gonna get hers eventually.
No,
I
listen,
want
no.
that bitch.
I
I've been
honestly
wanting that
hope
bitch to
she.
die since she killed the dire wolf.
I honestly. You
Yeah,
still
she
keep
fucked
going?
up for that.
No,
She
no,
fucked
no,
up
no.
for
I
that.
said I've been wanting her to
okay,
die
okay.
since then. I'm like,
Where
oh,
do
she's
I
a
watch
bitch.
this at? Because
Hulu.
It's
Nelson,
HBO.
but I say Nelson was talking about titties in the marketplace. Now I want to see titties in the marketplace.
You gonna see
HBO
dick in the
Go.
marketplace
HBO
too.
or
I
Hulu.
ain't worried about no
Hey,
damn dick.
dick.
I
Yeah,
honestly,
it's
they
very
chopped the nigga
explicit. They
dick
just
off
show
too.
it off.
Once you been in a
They
room
got a
with,
whole whorehouse.
They chopped the nigga
once you
dick
been in a
off.
room with another dick, the shit just goes out.
Hey,
the
he
That's not true, bro.
he's
a-
a complete. He a
That's
real
not
nigga.
true.
I think Cersei gonna end up in the throne. I honestly hope
That's
she ends
not
up
true.
on the throne.
No, what I mean, like,
Side conversations.
what I mean is like, once you been in a room with another dick, the whole.
What the fuck did I just jump into? We
Wait,
talking
Because
about.
he
You know
said
what?
you gonna see titties at a marketplace on Game of Thrones. I said you also gonna see dicks. He said, oh, once you've been in a room with a dick before, it kind of goes out the window. I
See,
said,
here
no,
I
it
draw
don't.
the line.
It's just
No,
you know,
it
no,
don't.
like, you know how 3 niggas can't be naked around each other without, man, that shit gay. Once you be in a
'Cause it
room,
is.
once you be in a room after fucking a nigga, I mean, after fucking a girl with your
Said after
homeboy,
fucking it.
And I
He
no.
did say after
Yeah.
fucking a nigga though.
Okay. I've been in a room where I was fucking a bitch on this bed, he was fucking a bitch on that bed.
we was fucking the same girl.
Okay,
So it's like,
He said,
I don't have anything against that,
Yeah.
but when the opportunity came, it was like,
I
I'm
can't,
alright, bro.
I can't do it at the same time.
I'm good, bro.
We can do a bus transfer.
And the
not
reason
a-
why
not
is
a
because
train.
I'm gonna be competing against him rather than trying to, you know.
And no, look, he talking about you like that, and then I look up and I'm like,
it actually
oh,
was,
no, you like that?
Yeah, you know
And they
what I'm saying?
come
I'm
back
be
and-
competing
It
like,
was no
bitch, I know I'm
competition.
smashed.
it was not no competition at all.
Oh God, because if me and somebody fucking the same my bitch,
I let him, since it was his girl, I
she
let
answered
him.
that
talk-
nigga when he say you like that. Oh, bitch, you okay?
Like, all right, so
You
imagine
finna
having.
die. Everybody finna
See,
die.
that's why you got.
Hold on, hold on.
I'm only in competition
This
with the
nigga-
two dominant.
This nigga just said it was his chick, so I'll let him. Somebody let you smash their chick?
Oh
Yeah, he talked about that a
He's
couple
been
times
talking
ago.
about
Yeah, he talked about that plenty of times.
You gotta listen.
We got to talk about that later.
Traction. Go back. Let's go back to One Piece.
Retraction.
All right, let's get back to okay. So after all that, goddamn, the Celestial Dragons mainly, well, one of the main things that keeps them in power is because, like, well, the world government, it has like propaganda. They deal with things like racism and discrimination and slavery and propaganda, censorship, and because in the eyes of the people of the world government is benevolent, but we know the truth because one, they won't even let people study certain things. When you become a pirate in the One Piece world, you're pretty much saying that you're declaring that I'm going to live outside the system.
So the pirates are the rebels.
Outlaws.
Yeah, pretty much. But they're out, so you're pretty much, you're always going to be an enemy if you become a pirate.
Enemy against the government or against everybody?
That's how
Against
it's
the
always
government,
been.
because
That's how it was in reality, though.
yeah, because even though we do have pirates who are stereotypical, like evil, and they do fucked up shit, we have good pirates like the Straw Hat
Jack
Pirates.
Sparrow.
We have good people.
How was
but-
he a good?
He's an anti-hero.
Oh, but
Yeah,
what
yeah.
makes him a good pirate?
And they're
He stole a
anti-hero.
whole bank.
They're,
You still a bad pirate. I mean, you a good pirate. You good at your job.
Yeah, that's out here. He saved the world, but
Okay.
but
He only saved the world so he can keep
no,
stealing
it's like
riches.
he saved the world, but everybody treasure in the back of my ship.
Yeah, exactly.
But go ahead.
Say, nigga, I just got this money. I'm trying to spend it. Y'all
He
trying
Loki.
to-
He Loki.
who?
Jack Sparrow. He Loki.
Well, why you saying
Yeah.
that?
Cause Loki is that nigga. You would not
No,
put
Loki
Loki
don't
on
give a
your
fuck.
team, but
But the
you know
Avengers
for
did.
a fact you kind of believe
He's an asset.
you kind of believe that nigga gonna come through.
No.
But the
Yes.
Avengers definitely.
Thor can always count on Loki to come through at the last minute,
I will give you that. He always goes to Loki.
but he would never go to Loki first.
Okay. I got you.
But anyways, yeah, you have good pirates who just want to live their adventure and live their dreams. But as far as Luffy's case goes, he wants to become the Pirate King. So that puts him on, like, what you want to be what? Because that's like you're declaring pretty much war on the entire government itself. Having to find the One Piece, you have to know certain things about the Void Century. The Void Century is a century that the readers and the people in the show don't know really what happened. But in order to find the One Piece, you need to know certain things because the other half of the poneglyphs tell certain histories about what actually happened and shit.
So they like erased history.
They erased
pretty much?
history.
Okay.
Exactly. So we don't know what's going on. Like, and if you try to learn about it, like one of the Straw Hat Pirates, Nico Robin, when she was a kid, her people of her island was studying, like all of them were studying the Void Century, studying the poneglyphs, and the world government got word of it, and they bombed their ass, like nuked the whole island, and she got away. Now she's threat level like Capital One because she's the only person in the world
That survived from that?
that can actually read the poneglyphs. She can translate the poneglyphs.
Oh, man.
She's the only one that can do that.
Which one is this?
Nico Robin. She's the black haired chick.
Okay.
Big titty,
I
right?
got
Big
you.
titties.
Yeah, I got you.
I like titties.
I ain't want to
they
say
both
that,
have
but I
big
knew
titties,
exactly what you was talking about when you
Yeah,
said the black
black haired chick.
Luffy is the dude.
He's the main character.
Okay.
Straw Hat Luffy. What is allowing to keep the government, well, partially in power, is the actual structure of the world. Because in the world of One Piece, geography is literally everything. All of the islands and all the oceans are split. It's mainly an ocean world. Is mainly based on water, but they're all split. They all used to be one ocean. Just like all the continents in our world used to be one island.
Many
Pangea.
times. Many times.
Used to be Pangea. Now it's all split, so that makes it easy for divide and conquer. And the thing that's splitting the world of One Piece is this thing called the Red Line, which is like this gigantic mountain line, and it's like all encompassing, like splitting the world in half, and it divides all the islands. But it didn't always used to be there. It came into creation during the Void Century, when the world government came into power. And the only reason that the nobles and the celestial dragons even have the power that they have is because they're the descendants of the people that did all this shit to bring them into power. So it's this birthright, but it's not even earned, and they have all this false sense of power and shit, and they inflict it on the world and inflict all this terror on the world and shit. So here's where the theory kicks in. Bruh said,
he got real hood for a second. So look, Buddy told me.
Right.
All right, so boom.
The theory was like, okay, the Roger pirates, when they first found the One Piece, he said, okay, what if? And keep in mind, this is a theory. So I'm just rolling with the scenario. What if the One Piece is a device that blows up the red line? The headquarters for the Celestial Dragons is actually on top of the red line. It's an island called Mary Joie or some shit. So, like all of the power and all the people that they're protecting, that the Navy is protecting, is on top of this line. So
that'd be pretty dope.
So think about this. So if it's a device that blows up the island, that blows up the rail line, I can think the Roger Pirates was like, okay, because if you blow it up, you're pretty much taking the evil and oppression out of power. You're taking down the government. Mm-hmm. But
like the bomb I have under the White House.
Yeah. Exactly.
Timestamp.
I'm not a accomplice to this man.
Nigel helped me develop.
He's lying. I'm dumb as fuck. I don't know nothing about no bombs.
But God, like,
what's a bomb?
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb. On the
always
flip
dicks with you, man.
Like, come on, but look how he gripping it though, cuz.
Just like a dick.
Oh, this dude right here.
That's some gay shit.
I mean, I even saw him twist his hand while he took it.
Wow.
And then he held the bottle like the ball, and he was like, "My God."
But then,
you patchy bearded motherfucker.
Oh my God! Don't hit on the.
First of all,
yeah, he hating on the patchy beards.
Nigga, you don't even have a beard.
He mad because he ain't got to go through the whole stage. That's what he mad about. He mad because he ain't got to go through the whole stage. You missed that middle stage.
But the patchy hair stage?
Yeah. You missed it. You don't get to find the enjoyment of this. No, you missed it.
We have to work for this.
No,
niggas hate on us.
You ain't got a patchy beard.
Niggas,
you got a Mario stash.
Shut up.
Here we go. Nigga, you don't even got no stash.
On me, you got nothing right now.
Nigga, where's your stash?
Wait a minute, we were talking about, side note, wave checks earlier, and Snapchat got a wave check filter. No bullshit.
I'm so weak.
They go put Tyree on there, and they be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Decline.
I mean, the filter gonna stop working. That's what's gonna happen.
Because it don't need to. I already got the wave.
Your application has been denied. We decided to interview other applicants.
I already got waves. Barely. We need an L.
I'm legally blind.
Anyway, yeah, destroying that will pretty much effectively take out the world government. But think of the seismic activity that also comes with destroying the rail line, because it's a mountain. It's gonna go into the ocean. It's gonna cause earthquakes. It's gonna cause tsunamis. It's gonna cause floods. Everything will be destroyed. It'll be mass anarchy, because then. Because there's still evil power. There's still got niggas like Blackbeard who they are going against the government, because it really has a lot of Game of Thrones elements in One Piece, but because there is a single throne. Now we actually just found out in the like last year that there really is one king that sits on the throne, but we still don't know that within the context of the story. Destroying that will effectively take it out, but then it's also asking to cause the apocalypse.
That'd be dope if they actually show that.
Right, that's why I said it's a dope theory, because it really got me to thinking, because now this whole thing has become a question of freedom over authority versus order over anarchy, which is the great dilemma.
This end fight better be the dopest end fight ever.
Oh God, that's why it's so.
It better be,
because
I would rather see the anarchy. To be
if
honest,
it ends,
exactly.
If it ends
that's
like
why
Full Metal,
humans in our
I will be pissed.
You said if it's like in Full Metal?
Yes.
The fight against Father was so weak.
Yes.
Oh,
I will
man.
be
Was it
pissed.
weak?
It could have been so. The power they told you Father had.
I never
Man,
seen that.
Yes, I'm sorry.
man, it should have been Father versus Edward and Alphonse whooping that nigga ass. Speaking of which,
He should have whooped. He should have really like beat their ass.
Speaking of which, I have a belief that Edward is the most powerful anime character if you give him a Philosopher's Stone. He cannot be touched by anybody.
You done missed 2 different universes.
No, I didn't.
We can argue.
Full Metal
about
Alchemist
that.
has Philosopher's Stones in it.
We can argue about that.
Yep.
We can argue about that for you.
Because think about it.
I don't
With
know.
the Philosopher's Stone, you can do anything
You said the strongest in anime.
in any anime. If you give Edward out, you got to see the anime. You got to see Full
Have you
Metal
ever seen
Alchemist to
Full
see.
Metal?
No.
In Full Metal Alchemist, basically,
I fucking Full
you
Metal.
you do a law
Brotherhood.
You do alchemy in both. You do alchemy by the law of equivalent exchange. So in order to do something, you have to give something up.
Right.
With the Philosopher's Stone, you negate giving something up, and you can just do whatever your mind comes to. You can do it.
I mean, that wouldn't work because technically he is not a power
Until you
per
see the
se,
show.
but it's until.
And
No,
let me
without
finish.
even, no, let me see. Without even seeing the show, I wouldn't say the strongest because on Death Note, he just got to write his name down.
Thing is, Edward's not a dummy. That's why I say Edward with the
But he knows his
Everybody
name.
knows who Elric
Yeah,
is.
he knows his name.
They know the Elric brothers.
So Death
Everybody
Note-
knows the Elric brothers.
So
Everybody in
Death
their
Note,
respective
he'll just
universe.
say, Edward,
Right.
the nigga dead. So that just debunked everything you just said.
No,
Yeah, Death
no.
Note was that easy.
I wouldn't put Death Note. I wouldn't put Death Note as an anime fighter.
They have him on a anime fighting game.
They-
He's on Jump
I
Force.
mean, so does Yugi.
Yeah, so is Yu-Gi and Yu-Gi-Oh is not a anime. It's not a fighting
I mean,
series.
niggas do die in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes,
But it's
Like,
no, it's not
they
a.
fight.
It's not a fighting series.
Niggas threw some punches.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
Yeah.
Okay,
fights.
niggas threw punches
Niggas
in
get
Pokemon.
mad over them cards.
Niggas threw punches in Pokemon, but
It's
they
fighting
fighting.
in
fighting
Pokemon.
Oh, some
man.
cars, nigga. No, this is more than
Pokemon
cars.
fought humans,
Banging.
nigga. What you
This is
mean?
more than
They
cars.
be banging in Pokemon. They be fighting.
The Pidgeotos was fucking him up. He barely got Pikachu there.
Yeah, bro. But anyways,
Pikachu was a dick and
He was.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's what you
all the
get,
times he
motherfucker.
get
That's
shot
what
at that
you
nigga,
get.
bro.
Pikachu at first was what happens when you start dating a girl, a single mother. That's the kid. The kids don't like you. Got to warm up to you.
Pokemon 2000 is the first time I got tearful in a cartoon when Pikachu was over Ash talking about Pikachu.
Oh my god,
Yes.
yes.
Trying to revive him.
That
I'm
shit
like,
was so sad.
You look like you got sentimental with that moment.
I did too.
Hold that. What'd you just say? What'd you say?
You look like a Pikachu.
No, he looks like a Pikachu. A big
You
yellow
see
rat.
nobody
A
laughing.
big yellow rat.
Nobody laughing. And Vic egged that weak shit on.
It was.
And
funny
that's
at
why I
first.
was no. You was the only person who
No,
acknowledged
when he
it.
did
The
the whole
listeners didn't even hear it.
First of all, you want to talk about nobody being hurt?
But
I feel like things got so personal this time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
lost. What just happened?
I'm gonna just go back and
One Piece.
I was a little lost.
Let's go back
myself,
in.
not gonna lie.
We'll address that later.
Your One Piece been going on forever.
I know because it's a large point.
Because it's
I
the
mean,
great
that's not a
dilemma.
And niggas been cutting them off. Like
Yeah, we
everybody.
have. Go ahead, my
It's
bad.
like that. My favorite episode with you trying to explain a fight. Everybody kept cutting you off. That
I
was
still
funny.
haven't finished.
That's
that.
my favorite
I
episode.
still haven't finished that.
That episode is Fruit Punch, by the way.
We still got a topic to talk about too, so go.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine like Roger and his his crew just sitting there like, okay, Captain, well, what you want to do? Because this button can just end all this evil and oppression and shit, but then we cause massive anarchy.
We're gonna be banging.
So, and then even if you cause the anarchy, eventually, so many years of chaos, eventually it's going to be like, there's going to be a group of people that's going to say, okay, this is not right, that's not right. and they're gonna start making laws.
It's gonna be a revolution.
It's gonna be a revolution. And then they're gonna usurp power and tell everybody else what is right and what is not right or what is true, and then they'll be the ones hiding secrets to ensure that
history repeats itself.
And it's gonna keep going in a circle.
That's probably what they avoided.
Exactly.
To say, hey, this happened before.
But further than that, because what happened to Roger, he ended up turning himself in after finding it. He turned himself in, and
he turns himself in
into the government.
Bro, if I'm a fugitive, I'm on the run. You gonna either catch me or kill me, nigga.
Oh no, Denzel did that in Safe House.
How long you gonna run?
And my nigga still got.
How long you gonna run?
You're trying to outrun an unstoppable force. This isn't. You're talking about an evil that is an unstoppable force.
Thanos. Essentially,
they could have kept running from Thanos. That is my belief. They should not have stopped in Wakanda. They should have kept going. Destroyed Vision. Fuck that nigga.
If you want to be that savage, but the Avengers.
That's why.
What did Cap say? We don't trade lives.
That's why I'm mad at T'Challa, because you should have let your black side kick in. Fuck that nigga. Fuck these white men. Get the fuck out of Wakanda. Don't bring that shit here.
No,
Cap said
we don't do that here.
Cap says we don't trade lives.
And so we need to hide the stone. Don't do that here.
As soon as Bruce Banner spoke up and was like, "Well, there's still a side of just Vision," that's when niggas was like, "All right, now we got to save him." I think that whole idea of let's just kill this nigga was set until the Hulk start talking.
At the end of the day, the best part of the whole Marvel universe is when Black Widow died.
What? Damn.
First of all,
the best part.
That is so
she
savage.
Is so
you is
trash,
such a hater,
bro. She is
but
so
she's
trash.
not. But she's not.
She's not.
She's trash.
She's
bro.
not.
She's trash.
Only problem is that you brought guns to fight Thanos. That's the only issue. Other than that, the bitch got hands.
Hey man, you seen the damn meme?
We're fighting aliens, my nigga. What are you gonna do
with a Glock?
With a
they
gun.
still had flesh. They still had flesh.
Wait.
They just didn't feel pain.
We can't say that. Because Rocket was out there whooping them niggas' ass with that damn gun.
Yes. Yeah, but he didn't have bullets. He had, universal guns.
Okay.
He's not...
Winter Soldier had
that nigga picked him up.
He got vibranium bullets. Vibranium bullets.
Why didn't they give vibranium bullets to all of them? Why you didn't think that?
Why everybody give
it's only two people that use
everybody give vibranium bullets?
Rocket Raccoon and Bucky.
Nah, bro. My bitch had them, bro. Black Widow had them.
Bro, she is a nobody.
Oh, me, I saw that.
That's just hilarious.
The rest of the Avengers have superpowers, power suits. Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Raccoon. I'm dead. But I wish we had thumbnails for this, so that can be posted.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But go ahead.
But furthermore, he ended up turning himself in, but to the what the government said to the world was like, "Oh, we caught Gold Roger." But he turned himself in, went to the gallows, and he said to the world broadcast, because the pirate world sprung from him saying, "Y'all can find my treasure. It's in One Piece." Because he was definitely the pirate king. Once you find the One Piece, you become the pirate king. He gets beheaded.
Damn. They show it?
They ain't show it.
That's the disappointing thing, though.
That would have been hard if they showed it.
I like when anime gets it gets dark.
It's real dark. It's a dark. It's really it deal with real dark issues, even though it seems so goofy. It's lighthearted. It's very dark.
Castlevania was dark.
Castlevania
because it's really complicated.
I've seen darker than Castlevania. Castlevania was dark.
It really shows you how much of a hamster wheel that we're on, because we're all chasing this thing to get to the top. We got people at the top and we're trying to remove that, but in doing so it would cause massive chaos until someone who is believed either believed by themselves or believed by others to be this is the person to lead us.
At the end of the day, there's always followers.
There's always going to be a leader and a follower, and then there's always going to be some structure. But then who's to say that somebody won't take a look at that structure and say,
there's always going to be those who rebel,
and it's going to keep going into the circle. So what are we really chasing? It is always just to keep racing. That's what the race really is. Everybody thinks the race is or racism is about color. And skin color has really nothing to do with skin color.
Classism.
It's about race. It's a literal race. We're all racing to get to the top. So that's why a lot of times people be coming to odds, because in that scenario, in the One Piece scenario, would you push the button?
I would. I still would.
I have me and my chick
in real life
argued about this.
In real life, no.
We had an argument about that. We
had a discourse about it, but I understand because it's real. No, it's no real right answer.
Yeah, in real life, I say no. But in the show, why
not in real life? Because now it's become a question of freedom versus security.
I don't want
one of those have to give.
You will not win this.
Yeah, no. I mean, in my opinion, I just don't. In real life, I don't want to see anarchy. I don't want to see little kids getting killed for no reason.
That's not necessarily anarchy. Anarchy is just operating without a government, without a central government. I definitely believe in anarchy.
No, but from the context of what he's saying, he said it was going to be a lot of mass murders.
But
and
also,
a whole bunch of stuff
I also left out within One Piece. There is also when you choose to be a pirate, you're becoming an enemy, but you're not necessarily going against the government. You're just doing your own thing, and you just become an enemy off collateral. But there is a revolutionary army that actively go against the world government. Luffy's father is actually the head of the revolutionary army. Yeah, if he didn't know that, he had found out. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, he didn't really give a fuck about it.
Why in most anime, everybody father somebody great?
For real?
Minato, Goku,
Boruto.
Yeah.
You can't really go with Boruto because
he killed a god.
No, I said why in every anime somebody's father's great.
Naruto is great.
Yeah, Naruto's definitely great.
Naruto's great, yes, but I'm not counting Boruto because of the fact I already said Minato. So I'm just counting Naruto.
Okay.
Oh, well then
I can't count Naruto. Then say you know he got a kid too. So Naruto.
No, but his father was great, and so was his father.
Yes,
was great.
His father and his mother was great.
Yeah,
Naruto's
well,
mother
his
mama.
No, she stopped being a ninja and started cooking.
Yeah.
Well, also,
no, his dad started cooking too.
Yeah, no, both of them was warriors.
I know. I said she stopped being a ninja and started cooking.
It's hella pictures of Minato in a damn apron.
I mean, Luffy's granddad is also a war hero. I mean, he's also that's funny because Luffy's grandfather is a vice admiral in the Marines, but his son is the head of the Revolutionary Army, and then his son is a infamous pirate warlord.
So I just get degenerate by the
degenerate. Like fuck that shit, bro. But that's
really like the niggas whose grandfather was in the army serving in Vietnam. Their father worked on the Union, and now they out here selling drugs.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was about to say a name. I was about to say a name, but I'm not gonna even do that. I'm gonna text it to you. I'm finna text it to you.
I know this person?
Yes.
That's rough.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's funny because that should do.
What would you do?
That should actually true.
What I would do? I'll press the button.
Press the button, yeah.
In real life or on the show?
In real life.
In real life, I'll press the button. Why? Because I mean, I would take a chance. I would take that chance. I would because you gotta understand that's a big. Even in our situations, like that's valid? A big thing to ask. But okay. I'm willing to take a chance on whatever a new world would look like more than the world that we have here because it's literally so fucked.
But even though knowing that history will repeat itself, you still would do it.
Yes, because I feel like we are getting smarter. I feel like a lot of us can get to a point to where we're smart enough to guide the decision. Well, really, I don't want to hear what my actual solutions are.
From knowing you and from knowing how much our solutions differ
with the millennials.
You think millennials are smart?
I'm not gonna say they're smart, definitely. But I feel like they have a. I'm not gonna say they're smart.
No, I'm not talking about millennials because we're millennials.
We're not.
Or ones coming below us.
What's the ones below us?
We are millennials. We're
Z.
Generation Z.
Yeah. They are going to be the fucking future.
Yeah.
And I say that because in high school, then again, our millennial generation is not as quick to protest shit. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, if we had as many school shootings and shit going on when we was all in high school, how many of people that you actually went to high school with can you say would have organized we finna walk the fuck out protest?
I know, I can say that.
But
in my graduation class, a lot.
In our graduation class. I can probably name 3 people who I know would even try to get people on the board. But they
I
probably
don't think
wouldn't
they
get
would
a
make a
large.
movement. Motherfuckers would just stop going to school.
But Generation Z, Generation Z, them niggas making moves.
But
They don't like something, they want to change it.
Yeah.
With that being said, though,
my mama still be like, but I don't give a fuck about that. Take your ass to school.
with that being said, though, I don't
Let them
think,
send you home.
because it's a movement that's of trying to get kids, trying to lower the voting age for like 16. No. I think we need
For
to
what
have,
purpose?
I think we need to have a universal base age.
For what
The
purpose?
same age you can go to the military needs to be the same age you can drink, the same age you can buy cigarettes, the same age you can get your driver's license.
I
You
give
can
you
go die, you can drive a car, you can drink, you can fuck, all of that.
Okay, so
You can
16.
get
I
your
would give
license
you
when you're
that.
18.
So
I would
16.
give you that.
You can get your license at
license
16.
Yeah.
No, I said we need a universal base age. You can't drink at 18. We need a
Depending
universal.
on where you live.
So no one can drive at 16?
I wouldn't. Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do
You
it,
can drive at
if we're
15.
gonna do it, we need to make a universal age.
So
It shouldn't be like all these different
So how
milestones.
niggas
Just
gonna get
one
around?
age.
How niggas get around? We gotta walk and take the bus.
We can do it all 18.
No, I need to drive
I
at
need
16.
to
Fuck
drive.
that, I
I was
refuse
driving
to-
at 16.
Why do you need to?
It's pussy.
That's a
gotta get
privilege,
around,
bro.
bro. You gotta
Nigga,
work, you gotta
nigga, what?
get
If you
around.
didn't have a car, you would still walk to the pussy.
Oh,
You
God,
know-
I
do
took my
that.
bike
Sometimes
to
that's
Oh,
just-
God.
that's
An
just-
old man
that's
told
just
look,
be
booking.
far.
look. An old man told me something earlier.
Be far.
An old
On me!
That's a
Let me get a
long walk,
car,
Check
bro.
this out. Check this out. An old man told me something earlier. When you said something about 16 and getting pussy, he walked in my job and he was like, how old are you, man? I was like, I'm 25. He was like, oh, shit, you ain't even start having real sex yet. And I'm like, my nigga, I've lived. He was like, I'm 72. I've been married 3 times. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing at all.
I'm definitely not taking advice from
Nut.
you. You got married 3 times.
72? He could have had at least 2 20-year marriages.
How come you don't have
one 12-year
just because a
marriage?
marriage end doesn't mean you have.
They
don't
coulda
have
died.
marriage.
3 times.
Just because
you
a
made
marriage.
the same decision 3 different times.
I'm only get married once.
When he made that comment, he wasn't talking about the marriage. He's talking about sex.
He was talking about living,
So that's what
just
I'm saying.
living
I'm not
in
taking
general.
advice.
You're not
But-
taking. You're not taking
That's
advice
it.
from a nigga.
Now looking back though, what
I
I'm-
would
from
take
that
advice.
72 years
What
old.
the point I'm
that
trying.
uses his basis
Certain-
for living
certain
life is
advice.
I've been married 3 times.
Certain
I understand what
advice.
you're
Yeah,
But
that's
what he
not-
was-
Yeah, I get what you're saying too.
What I'm
but
trying to get to is
I'll take a
the
wisdom.
pussy we thought we was getting at 16. Man, that
Ain't
wasn't.
nothing compared to that cougar pussy. Let me tell you.
I'm trying to. Never mind. That ain't true. That ain't true. That ain't true.
Oh, we had a moment apparently.
You by yourself on that one. It's some nice.
Nah, they show you
It's some nice
things.
older women that got some good vagina, but
Flip you upside
my
down.
prime age 23, 24.
That was your prime?
No. I'm talking about prime age for the women I've been with. Like I've had girls from. All right, so I started smashing at let's just say 18.
Because we got. Hold on, let me finish.
Boy,
we
you
got
is
the
a
prime.
late bloomer,
And
boy.
basically,
God dang.
what he was telling me is, 20s is not your prime. Our prime is going to be 30s, 30s and 40s.
They say your 30s.
I think that's our prime for
And
us.
he was like, that's when you going to really live. And I'm
I
like,
think
really?
as
Thank you,
as
Google.
in prime, I think it's 30s for us. But women, I think it's in the
It's
early 20s.
It's early 20s for women.
Because early 20, ooh.
Nah, give me that ancient pussy.
I do
That
want
ancient
to. I
magic.
want to experience cougar pussy. I want to experience that.
You
ancient-
never experienced cougar pussy. All you had to do is hit me up back
The
in
most,
the
the
daytime.
most,
God.
the-
Nah, back in the day.
So all I had to do be like, Nigel, I want to try older pussy. Like, let me hit up this one lady.
The
see if she got
most-
friends.
How old was
The oldest one I've ever had sex
Was his
with
mama
was
age?
44.
damn.
That's not cool.
Me, I was
that's cougar pussy because that's his mama age.
I was 19.
If I
and
can
she
fuck
was
somebody my mama age, that's
32.
cougar
My
pussy.
mama older than that, but
Yeah, my mama.
Your
older
mama's
than that.
age, like in her age group.
oh, okay, yeah,
No, my
yeah,
mama
I
was
got
42.
you. I got you.
I was
The oldest
19
woman I
and she was like
fucked,
30, 32,
Let me
31.
ask y'all a
I've had one of those as
Do
well.
y'all, do y'all mama have like some fine ass friends?
Yes.
No. The
Yes.
fuck?
My mama got one fine ass friend.
No.
If I had the opportunity,
My mama seems to
My
have
mama don't. My
all
mama don't.
fine ass friends, not be flirting with all of them.
I'll be flirting with all of them. You want your pussy, ate girl?
I mean,
Oh God!
my mama ain't never got fine friends. My
You
mama
ever got your
always
pussy
got
ate by
friends
Young
that
Thunder?
like this day I look good. That's what I hate. My mama ain't got no fine friends, but she always find a friend and say, "Ooh, he's so handsome. If I was his age, ooh,
they be lying.
ooh, boy." That's what always hate.
My mother is a loner. She doesn't have any friends.
Your mama alone and started.
Mother's a loner. She just
Lonely stoner.
But nah,
she
as
just
far
go
as
to
the-
work and go home.
I'm not depending on no motherfuckers eating Tide Pods to help us vote for our next No.
Exactly.
No,
But
not even vote. I'm not.
But the shit that's happening to them now, when they get a chance to make some changes, they gonna make the world. No, they gonna make the world smart.
That was done already.
Right.
We are I think we are the last of the heavy drug generation.
Bullshit. They eating Tide Pods.
That's just some of them.
He does it. That's just some of them.
You can say that about
Them are the
every
ones
generation.
that we
Everybody's
like
not
fish.
doing cocaine.
That's
just some of them.
No, what I'm saying is, I really think all of these mass shootings is really changing the next generation of people
That's
to come up.
white people shit because black people.
What,
black
more
families-
security in schools?
Right, because they have all
Metal detectors
okay,
in
so
schools?
no bullshit time.
All right.
They have all the security in the city schools. They have the metal detectors. They have the actual police
Security.
officers, security shit. Because I've been to like me going to Hancock
And some pat you down too.
Yeah, I went to Hancock. We didn't have that. We had one school resource officer between all three schools for the entire district.
Right.
And then we would go. I was on the volleyball team. We would go to a city school. We had to go through child,
She clutching her pearls. Like, huh?
We didn't know.
Who child?
Like that was crazy to me. It's a purely white people, I think, and it sounds really racist. I get it, but that's a
Predominantly white neighborhoods.
that doesn't
said,
happen.
"Oh, well."
School shootings aren't happening in predominantly black schools.
It's not.
But they have all the security there.
It's not. And while we on that, I do starting like today. Every podcast I want to give a shout out to one person who got killed due to gun violence at schools. And this week it is Kendrick Castro. He got shot. He was 3 days away from graduation. He got shot in the recent school shooting that just happened this past week.
In Denver?
I believe so.
Yeah.
One
One actually died.
Yeah. This is him. He died charging the shooter. Protecting his classmates.
And you know they teach you don't do that.
No.
He's a student. They don't teach that.
This is a student.
He's a student.
Yeah,
this is a student that died.
Yeah.
No, this is a lot. They do teach that now. So now, like when we were in school, it was more so take cover or whatever. Go wherever the teacher. Yeah, I have those drills. Now they say it's a 3-step thing. So the first step is if you can escape safely, do it. Second is hide or whatever. The third thing is if you do encounter face-to-face thing and you can't do the other two, try to distract him by throwing something at him and then try to escape.
Yeah, I did hear that tactic. Like if you see a school shooter walk in a classroom,
schools.
everybody just throws something at him. But it's
that's stupid.
Oh
as
shit!
fuck.
I can't shoot my gun.
Right. First of all, if anything, he's still gonna shoot it, and that makes it even worse.
I'm gonna cover my face and
Dump that.
Dump that hole. Like
that's stupid.
That's the new tactic for
That's
school.
stupid.
Oh, it's to throw something and run?
Kinda.
I got
but
you.
It's
I get
like
what you're
everybody
saying.
throws it, but that's
I
still
get
not
what you're
smart.
saying.
You're telling children, no matter what age they are,
Yeah.
to basically no,
Yeah.
and then they're telling teachers to sacrifice themselves too, which I think is completely
I don't get paid enough for that.
unethical.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
Like y'all
I don't get
already don't pay
paid.
teachers shit.
Nigga, I'm teaching. I'm not trying to put my life on.
I'm not a police
And I don't
officer.
feel like
Yeah.
that, don't get me wrong, children are great, but I don't feel like one's life because they are older is less important than a child.
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah, because check this out.
I get
Check
that.
this out.
I'm
I'm
saying
a
like
college
as a
nigga.
teacher.
I'm a college nigga, and if you shooting up a kindergarten, my nigga, I gotta help these little kindergartens.
yeah, I was about to say.
I'm gonna try to fuck you up.
It's
If
helping the
if I
helpless
get shot
is
and
what I would
killed,
go,
That's what
but
it is.
yeah,
the
that's
helpless
what it
as
is.
far as see, I can't really.
They
see
talking
the helpless,
about
'cause at
arming
a certain
teachers now.
age, it's like I'll choose another life over that one.
You hear me? They
You know what I'm saying?
they talking
In
about
college, every man for themselves.
They talking about
Yeah,
They,
get your ass out of there, like I did.
they're talking about arming teachers now,
Which that's ridiculous.
and actually have them going through gun training.
Which I think is like they're
Because-
not looking at the deeper picture.
That's
'Cause
and
I
then
don't
so
like
what? You
that.
have a war in front of the kids?
No,
I'm with it.
no.
I'm with arming teachers.
Here's why I don't. Why I'm not with it. You at East, I'll just use East for example. There's been plenty of times where teachers would get upset at students, and when I was in school at least, and like they slam stuff down, take their frustration out, and all that. You got a gun now.
Yeah,
Displacement.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's
I
like-
just believe it should be a school issue gun in every classroom because this is getting too ridiculous. Two, I actually believe everyone needs proper firearm training.
So then that makes it easier.
I believe every civilian in the United States needs to be armed.
You're not gonna arm a teacher with my child in there.
No,
you're not going to do that.
I'm okay with the power to teach my children, but I'm not going to give you power of discipline over my children. You know
okay, but Chantel can bring her kid to school with measles and
no,
give
just
measles
don't
to your
give the
kid.
teachers guns.
That's not the same thing.
You're not going to have a war in front of my kids.
In that case,
a school shooting is not a school
shooting.
shooting. The fact that we have to talk about this as far as school
Right,
shootings happening
they're not looking
is
at
an
the
issue.
deeper issue.
Yeah.
It's not arming teachers that we should be worried
You're
about.
still having a war in front of these kids.
But that's not a good solution either, because then
I'm not
makes
saying
it easier
it's a solution. I'm saying it's
John.
a measure that should be taken. It's one of the measures that should be
shouldn't
taken.
even be a
This
measure.
is not going to be a problem that just a one solve fix all. There's no one solve fix all.
I get you.
So then, but then it goes
multiple
to,
things.
Let him get a
then-
word in.
but
He
then
hasn't
it goes
said
to-
nothing yet.
No, but okay, if you're gonna have guns, if everybody gonna have guns like that, and I don't even know if this is why this isn't a thing for the law, but you're gonna have to psychologically every so much you have to psychologically evaluate these
They're
people.
supposed to do that now, and they don't.
Yes, and
It's
I'm
not
with that too.
mandatory.
That
I
has
mean
to be.
deep psychological
Yeah.
evaluation.
Deep psychological.
Because it doesn't work for cops.
Exactly.
And it'll do
So
be
this
the
is
same.
something
That's
that
why.
I don't even want to.
But if we
That's
can't,
why I
And
said it'd be
if
the
we
same
can't even
thing.
get that for cops, then how we gonna get it for these?
And exactly, because we don't even want to pay. It's not.
Well, I have a whole-
First of all,
I have a whole
the
different
normal
idea when it comes to cops.
civilian can get access to an AR-15, a military grade ass weapon, which should not be available to any fucking body. Honestly, in my opinion. And then second of all, if they're gonna
With
put
that being
a
said,
fucking weapon
guess who's selling
in a
them
fucking
to
classroom,
us?
then you just made the
Right?
job. You just made the job easier for John, who's depressed or getting bullied. Oh, he don't even got to worry about buying it off the internet or the black market. He just goes into Miss Sally's drawer on her desk, and boom, fuck everybody up.
If you can't charge cops with murder, what do you think someone who's getting very underpaid and they specifically giving them the gun, what do you think they're going to get away with?
They need to raise their pay, but they're not gonna do that.
No. Even if they keep the pay the same, you give this
even so.
teacher a gun and they shoot a kid, and you got the government on your side regardless because it's a teacher.
Yeah.
They're going to get away with it.
It's trash. Like, it's a completely trash ass idea.
So how
personally, what they need to do as far as weapons, they need to strip. And when I say strip everybody of a weapon, even cops. No,
you know what they do in other countries?
No.
Even the Marines?
No, wait a minute.
In the world,
military should only be.
in
No, I do believe.
in the world, that's what we gotta do.
No, while I do
That's not a
believe
problem, just in
in,
America.
while I do believe in, right to bear arms
So
and
you
shit
are
like that.
stepping on my Second Amendment.
But that's the problem. Everybody feels like they have this, especially in this country, is an entitlement. When in reality, it's more of a safety thing.
Do you understand
Every
how our security
civilian should not be able to get access to military grade weapons. There's nothing
we
going
shouldn't
on.
be even creating weapons.
Exactly. There's nothing going on in the civilian world that will
nobody.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
that
Weapons
will
ruined it
take
all.
the power of like.
so?
And a lot of people who get military grade weapons, they think it's because it's a better chance. No, when in reality, if you can't aim, you're done anyway.
Let me go now. In other countries, in order to get your license, one, you got to take a target test that you got to get a 95% or higher in, or else you will not be able to even buy a gun.
Because what's the point?
And then
evaluate people.
Yeah, and two, you get a psychological test and you have to do the target test and the psychological test. I don't know if it's every 6 months or you got to renew it every year.
3 months, goddamn.
Well, yeah, but I think they do it every 6 months and every year. I think this is in. I may be wrong, but it might be in China, and
It's not in China.
Japan?
It's not in China. China has some of the strictest gun laws in the world.
That's what I'm talking about. How strict
No,
this is.
like China, it's hard as fuck for civilians to get guns.
That's
very
what I'm,
few.
That's what
not
I'm
even the
talking
police
about.
really have guns.
That's what I'm getting to. I'm saying if you have those tests, like in that country, I don't know which one it is. I'm thinking it is China, but their mass shootings, their killings from weapons is like hella far down than what we are.
We have the most in the world. Sweden, however, the majority of Sweden's, if I believe correctly, the majority of Sweden's civilians are armed. If I believe correctly, the government even issues you an assault rifle. They don't have no mass shootings. Mass shootings is an American phenomenon. And my belief... Well, let me get back to what we were talking about the police. I think we shouldn't have different municipalities and none of that. I think the military should have a police force that governs all United States territories.
I think... people should.
I do not agree.
Can I finish? Everybody else got to go.
I believe people should police their own people.
The thing is, we are all United States citizens. We are all our own people.
We don't all get treated like that.
Yeah.
That's not for this conversation.
No, that is this conversation.
That's definitely for this.
If you're talking about the government should, what he was saying, our people should police our people. With the white people that's not even from our neighborhoods and don't know how things are, they don't understand our lingo, they don't understand our actions. If they don't understand us, what makes you think they'll be able to get what another person that's in our community will be able to understand?
Because anybody who knows anything about the military knows that changes in American society always starts with the military first. Always. Always.
So them niggas get food
So what's gonna happen if
the fuck?
That's not a change.
What's gonna happen if the military up to the sides, just bust this door down, blast these niggas?
Not gonna happen.
Why not? They do it. They do the other countries.
You think so? How can you?
That's what I was. That was word for word what I was about to say.
Okay, check what you just said. They do it in other countries.
How can
our military do it to other countries?
How can you be that naive? Dealing with what we're dealing with.
Do y'all understand what the hell I'm saying?
Do you understand what we're standing? Do you understand what we're standing?
Well, y'all don't understand what I'm saying because I keep cutting me off when I'm trying to explain.
Go ahead.
Just like we have the National Guard, just like we have the Navy, just like we have the Air Force and the actual Army. Well, the Army is still part of the National Guard. We need a military police force. I just said the Army's part of it. You know what the fuck I mean.
Yeah. He tried to correct you, but you corrected him. But he was like, no, that's not... All right, you're right. I did say that.
Get rid of all the municipalities, fire all the police officers. There should be no more Darren Wilsons. There should be no more random ass. I can just go through a few courses and get a cop and be a cop. The same kind of training that we put our soldiers through, we need to have our police officers go through the same rigorous training. If they can know how to work as a team, our officers know how to work as a team despite backgrounds.
They do work as a team.
That's not.
They never snitch on a fellow officer.
Snitch on each other. Oh God, that's working as a team.
Yes.
Because even if
no, go ahead.
Because even if we got the so-called good cops. Even if you go to these people, you got the good cops. They may be actual good motherfuckers, and they might be upholding.
I can tell you this: the fat ass officer that's riding around in his car would not survive military boot camp.
Okay, that's cool. But even if we have a person like that, but they're not holding none of the other ones accountable, they can voice what they think is right all they want to. There's going to be a dude up above him.
The thing about the military is you're always going to be held accountable.
By who?
It's called courts martial. However, the thing is, even with, while the fat ass motherfucker that's eating donuts may not be able to pass basic training, we're already having a problem with police using, the regular police using unnecessary force with civilians when it's definitely not needed. So with basic, you're trained for combat. You're trained for fighting.
It would be a mixture,
to the death, I guess, if you will.
It would be a mixture of civilian protection.
That our military doesn't get paid shit.
I know.
So they're not going to. The police don't get paid shit either, honestly. However, they do get pensions and shit like that. However, just even if you were to put that money into the military, then what are you going to do with the people? Because a lot of people aren't really joined. First of all, with a lot of the shit going on, a lot of people aren't even eligible to join the military. Like
we have the lowest military census in decades.
What I'm saying,
because they too fat and they smoking weed.
No, it's not even that.
That actually is. A nigga from the military told me that's exactly what it is.
Listen, now because I've been through it. If you have asthma, you cannot join the military because you're viewed as a casualty. If you start to have an asthma attack in the middle of war, your comrades are supposed to try to save you, but then you become a casualty because they're trying to save you shit's going.
They said I couldn't join because of my Crohn's.
You cannot join if you have eczema. You cannot join if you have any viral disease or bloodborne disease.
IBS or anything like
that.
You
cannot. You can't join if you have sickle. A lot of people just by default aren't even eligible to join. So then, with that being said, where is that demand for the military? Then they're going to institute another draft, which we all know that they said they're going to do a female draft too. But where is that going to come from? You can't join the military if you're having suicidal thoughts, or if you have a record over 18, if you have a record of depression.
Where they finna find these people at?
Exactly.
For real.
Everybody
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's stressed the fuck out.
On me.
Every last one of us
and
stressed
I've
the
been
fuck
through.
out.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people can't even join the military.
It comes down to this, in my opinion. Let us police ourselves, or change the training to where you're not training for combat, you're training for peace.
Or
but what happens when combat happens?
Or
you can do both, but it's no training for peace.
To uphold peace, you're gonna have to be. So there's gonna be some wars to uphold peace.
Or the people that's in our police departments, they have to live in that municipality.
Yeah, we gotta police ourselves.
That's what I'm saying.
And hire people that got common fucking sense.
Our congressmen or any elected officials have to live within that municipality that they're representing.
That's what I'm saying.
No, like
psychological evaluation.
Your common sense to police this area is not going to be the same as a nigga who's in St. Charles common sense, but y'all both have common sense.
How am I?
No, it's not so common.
How am I gonna? If I'm a cop, how am I gonna distinguish your mannerisms from a threat? If I don't understand you, how am I gonna distinguish your? Because a lot of cops be like, oh, he was moving too fast. So, oh, he reached for reached too hard. He reached for this. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand mannerisms, or they don't understand our dialogue, certain dialogues that we have. And they think we coming off one way, but really we just baffled that we don't understand what the fuck going on. And it's because you just interrupted my fucking Sunday, pointing a gun in my face, and you're wondering why I'm like, what's happening here?
And if you're policing yourself, and you're from that community, you'll know people pretty much by first name basis. Exactly. So you'll be able to talk to the parent, or you'll be able to talk to the family member before they even get to.
White cop that lives in West County patrolling a North City neighborhood.
You'll be able to talk to the family before any kind of crime can get there. Or if they did commit a crime, you can also talk to the family on first name basis, like, hey, look, this just happened, to where it won't happen again.
And then not only that, on top of that, have them be engaged in community. Like, normally if you see police officers, it's on their own accord, interacting with. It's not necessarily the police department holding a fish fry and inviting everybody in the community, or holding, you know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all seen that video? I didn't watch all of it, but it happened in St. Anne. Somebody got pulled over or some shit like that.
Yeah, he got his window knocked in.
Yeah.
And then got pulled out of his car.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. St. Anne, like 2 days ago, bro, they surrounded this dude. It was a wrong nigga. And he got in his passenger seat. He's in the passenger seat, and there's like a bunch of cops come at him. Got goddamn Sergeant Slaughter over here with his sunglasses on, look like the fucking Terminator. Bust his window open with his elbow, drag him out
with his elbow, nigga. I can't do that.
Bow. Whipped him out of his car, had him roll around on the glass and shit.
Yes.
And like he the wrong dude.
You paying.
What do you? It is a video.
It's more than money on that, though.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying he is getting paid.
Nowadays, even with videos, they still are not getting indicted. They're still not being...
Even with the footage out.
Exactly, and that's the best proof that there could be of any situation. There's no... Because witness testimony is fickle. Mm-hmm. Like, when a situation is going on, when a trauma has been... Like, when they are... PTSD from every situation, no matter what people say. So when shit hits the fan, people are not necessarily paying attention to every detail like people might think, even if they are in the situation. Right. So witness testimony isn't all that great.
If we're policing ourselves, we are held more accountable.
Right, and then
it's that simple.
They had this one dude, laws pull up on him at his crib in a driveway, talking about, let me see your ID, and he's got him on the car, like holding him and shit.
What's
going on,
dog?
How you doing, man?
Hey, we got some guests in the building, folks.
Hello, guests. Hello.
Hey. However, and it's also another situation which is more on the government part, because one of my classes was the American correctional system. The thing is, when people go to trial, or when people...
If you want to go join the conversation, you can come into the circle. It's up to you.
The thing is, when people commit a crime...
It's no way.
Bro.
You might have to stand up. Just stand
Hold
up.
on, I got the headphones, clown. Stand up.
You don't know.
Jesus. Just, okay.
Like, how the hell do you expect me to get back to my seat?
I literally did like this so you can climb over, but go ahead.
So the thing is, when someone commits a crime, the government is trying to appease two different sides of it. They're trying to make sure that justice isn't sued for whatever crime, and they're also trying to make sure society is happy. So make sure it's fair, but also make sure that it's justice. So say it's a drug dealer, whatever. So you want to make sure the punishment fits the crime, right? However, you still want to make sure that society, that community feels safe. And then it costs money as well.
It's a difficult
whichever,
balance.
whether it's outpatient or or it's community based, or whether they do send them to jail or prison. Mm-hmm. So it's more than just that. So I'm not vouching for the government. I'm just saying, like, when you say policing ourselves, it's more than just, oh, okay, I did wrong, and well, after that, what do you feel we should do? Because even as a community, when one does feel fair, another one does not, because one may not have kids, so they should feel, oh, well, I'm saying different.
It's interesting you don't believe in anarchy, but you believe we should police ourselves.
When I say police ourselves, I'm not talking about we not have a police or anything like that. I'm saying we should have cops that are in our community that will understand us.
Where are you going to get these cops from?
Your community.
They have to live in
How many niggas do you know want to be cops?
I know a lot of niggas that want to be cops.
Are they cops
just
now?
for this? Yes, they're in training to be cops because they're tired of the situations that we're going
through. But how many of them? What is even?
But they won't be placed here though.
Oh, but what are even are cops even allowed to explain what they go through during training? Because it's like, what are the links as say you're a black man and you're a cop and you are for the people. What are the links are you willing to go for the people? Or how much are you willing to defend us against the law? Because it'll be kind of different for someone like Ty, because Ty's ideology is his country is first before his people, in a sense. So that's hard.
No, that's
because
no, that's not. Don't talk for me.
Well, at least from what I took it. But at that point, see, now me and him are always going to be at odds on that point because I don't agree with that. And that's how do you distinguish those two between upholding the law and protecting the people? Because the law is being made to oppress the people.
Right. And you still, in a system, no matter how people want to put it, a system works just how it's made to. So that's just it. And a lot of people don't understand, we can change. Well, I do believe in change. It's not just on a local level. It's bigger than us. It's higher than us. And a lot of times what ends up happening, once you do start to get enough people to listen to you, somehow or another, they do end up dead, unfortunately, or they end up missing or off the map.
So real quick, just to jump in, hey, how's it going?
Introduce
yourself.
Oh, sorry.
I'm about to say, because I do want to get in.
I was waiting for a break to introduce you.
Nice to meet everybody. Have my own business, Thompson Ethics LLC, mobile mechanic. Just a quick little introduction. So real quick on what you're saying.
No. Don't sell yourself short.
I figured we was on circle back.
If I need to add, he's a damn good
do
mobile
not
mechanic
sell
too.
yourself short.
Well, you know what? I mean, but I
gotta take the jacket off now.
You do
I don't want to go back and
Nice.
Go ahead,
You know the
bro.
funny thing? Look to your right, look to your left. Alternative version Vic.
Oh, what?
This alternate universe Vic.
Oh, yeah.
Alternate universe.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
Same nigga.
Why did he
His face told everything.
I mean, what other black man is the Jew?
Nigga, why am I white though?
Wait.
Peter Parker's awesome.
I was just about to say that. At least he has a great personality.
Well, we can just say Patriots.
I mean,
Peter
we
Parker.
Stop. Fuck Spider-Man. Why would you?
Oh no, you gotta chill, my bro.
Peter Parker is invited to the party.
Goddamn right. Yes.
Y'all not
Spider-Man, my day.
I feel hella
Alright, but let's go ahead.
So here's the deal. Yeah, right. Thompson Ethics, mobile mechanic, right? So basically, the service that I provide, I'm mobile, right? And I make it really easy and convenient for you to get your car fixed. You are in constant contact with me. You know what I'm saying? I come to wherever you are, as long as, of course, you're in the St. Louis area. You know, at least 20 to 40 minutes away, something like that. That means tune-ups, brakes, whatever, on the spot. I don't have a central location, so I'm able to keep everything cheap for you. And I also have been working at Advanced Auto Parts since I was like 17. So I know everybody. I get discounts.
How old are you now?
22.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not saying
How
it
long
means
have
something.
you been working on cars?
I've been working on cars since I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who taught you?
and I'm self-taught.
Oh,
Probably the
okay.
only nigga I let work on my car besides me.
Yeah.
He lying, man. I did that nigga break.
I mean, but brakes pretty easy.
You know what brakes look like.
What you mean?
I got a good question.
What that is?
What is your name?
Byron Thompson.
Okay, I heard the Thompson LLC. I didn't hear the Byron
I
Thompson.
said in the beginning.
Ethics,
I
yeah,
talk
no.
fast. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I give your name. I mean, name, tags, phone number, however way to contact you for this mobile mechanic.
So basically,
Well, for mobile mechanic, you gotta get in touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it one more time. So just so you have it all in one line. My name is Byron Thompson.
Boom.
And my phone number, right? My phone number is 314-941-4013.
Say that again.
For the people in the back.
Yeah, because I so do that.
Yeah, y'all do know this is a podcast and it will be recorded.
941.
On me. Let you know how serious this is.
4013. Yeah, now I pull up on you. I get discounts on parts. I have cheap labor because, I mean, if you think about it, I don't have a shop. It's just me and my car. So
Hey, you forgot one
for,
fact, my nigga. Didn't you go to school for this shit?
Not at all. As a matter
shit.
of fact, self-taught.
Why you do this, nigga? Like,
I mean, but no. I mean, hey, that's honestly the better way to learn.
Get it off the table.
Oh.
Go ahead.
But no, that's honestly the best way to learn in my experience. I have been in shops before. City of Berkeley, right? I worked for them for like a summer program. We worked on fire trucks, police cars, lawnmowers. So I'm very, you know what I'm saying, diverse in the mechanics field.
So you saying if I need my lawnmower fixed and I'm in St. Peter's,
I'll pull up on you.
that's what I'm talking about.
So I gotta send my truck.
I mean, hey,
I gotta send my truck in
me.
my backyard. No, I'm just saying.
I mean,
wait a minute. My
we can
shit
get that up
you
north. That's some
won't
money. Diesel, that's some money.
You
For
heard
real,
this,
for real.
man.
Support black business.
I'm on black business all day, and I also went to school for information technology.
That's the fuck you was in school for.
That's what the fuck I was in school for. So I can also manage, build, and rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Your computer, and I can do a little bit of coding.
Can you put my car in the computer? Can you put computer in my car after you put the brakes on?
Just holler at the police.
It depends on what you're trying to do. You can't go too far with it.
I'm trying to get my Iron Man on, all right?
I mean, hey, I'm
gonna name the bitch Saturday.
I'm always down for a project.
He already got Friday. I need the day after.
But yeah, so there it is. That's the. Oh, also, I have a website that's actually in reconstruction, but it's called The Lit Smoker, and I sell plasma lighters that you don't have to, fill up with butane or nothing. You like literally
Just
plug up
like
a USB
and fire stuff
charger. Yeah, it's plasma. It actually burns 3 times hotter than fire. And
What in the downloaded virus?
It'll spark your stuff up much
it's
quicker.
fire.
And like fire under your ass, for real.
That's hard.
So, but it's a real small site. I got the bigger site coming after I'm done with the construction of the regular site. But it's called thelitsmoker.com. If you actually type that in, you can kind of see it. Right now, you can't buy anything. I got all that disabled right now, but yeah, I'm doing some stuff. I'm making some stuff happen.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
let me borrow $1.
Let me get 50 cents.
No, but you wanted to jump in this conversation?
Yeah, all right. So basically, because this is actually something I was talking to my friends about, And you know, it was a whole going back and forth about what. Look here, right? You are my goodness. But it was something like the whole balance of what you would have to do that they already are taken care of. Because to say that you want things to be a certain way, there are of course systems set in place that do oppress, yes, but they also take care of things and keep a certain type of order. You know what I'm saying? And keep everybody on the same level. Because everybody. If we're really like, wanted to break it down on that level, say everything was strict right now, there would be chaos because there's so many different opinions bouncing around to where you got this one centralized thing, whether you like it or not, that's keeping things together. You know what I'm saying?
You were here earlier because I literally.
I'm sorry. Where
have you been?
I know. I'm sorry. I was working, but basically, right. I feel, in my opinion, the best way to, slowly get things going the way I feel that they should in a more balanced way is, of course, everybody needs to be sectioned off like pretty much by themselves in a manner and slowly strip away. The parts that are fucked up, and then put everything in reform. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a process, and it's going to be a long process if we're going to do it the right way, but...
What is the right way?
Exactly.
So...
The right way.
You know what I'm saying?
And it
depends on wherever,
how do we find a balance?
Because the right way is really...
right and wrong is perception, period.
Yeah, and that's why it should be up to me to decide.
That's what makes this whole thing so great.
Yes.
Go ahead, Jackie.
You have the
Jackie, don't acknowledge him. Go ahead.
Wait, no.
Separation of church and state, my nigga.
Yes, definitely.
No.
Yes, definitely.
No church.
Unless I'm in charge.
No.
I'm telling you, if I had power over the world...
Why did you let him go? I told you to go.
I would usher in a reign. So beautiful.
Jackie,
okay,
talk.
Anyway, so with this,
a great cleansing.
Stop fucking letting him talk.
Racist. All of them gotta go.
No, that's not fair.
We purging everything.
No. Racist because in reality they're just exercising their freedom of speech. As long as they don't act on it.
They are.
But just like you exercise your freedom of speech on religion, why can't they exercise their freedom of speech on color?
Well, because of the fact that
just because it hurts your feelings. Oh no. Because they don't like how dark you are.
Oh no, because I get rid of fatties.
Shut up.
I'm going on a big purge.
You know what? But you know what's crazy
He's
about
not meant
racism?
for America.
Well, not even racism. I say more like I almost feel like segregation is necessary.
Yeah.
I want Black Wall Street back.
Yeah.
Charlemagne said segregation.
We gonna be good.
Charlemagne said segregation is an excellent idea, poorly executed.
There you
because
go.
you were segregating people by color, and you should really be segregating them by how they think.
Right, idea.
Yeah, like-minded individuals need to be together.
Basically.
So if you're gonna be racist, go be racist over there.
Yeah.
Let's go over there. Okay, that's just
over there.
All right, then that's to start another civil war, the North versus the South.
It wouldn't be that. The next civil war would not be North versus South.
Everybody be leaving each other on doing their own shit.
It's not that big of a divide between North versus South to make it up.
It's gonna be like, nigga, you broke my Crayola.
It's gonna be
this is why I say that.
I think that's just a human trait.
I say that.
I don't say that's a human trait because that's one that we're dealing with. We don't. Certain people don't know how to mind their own business.
Thank you. That's really what it is. We just need to mind our own business.
This is why I say it'll be a war because they can't mind their own business. They won't even like because we are America.
Why?
They wouldn't like that we are in America.
Why? Because
that's the whole.
This is
we're
America.
in a race. Why? Because we're all in a race. Whether we all like to admit it or not, we're all racing to get to the top.
Right.
That's why I say, if that is the case, if that's the context of the world we're living in, I want black people, I want my people to have the power. I want us to be having the power, and to if anybody just has to be enforcing what is correct and what's not correct, I would much rather it be us than somebody tell us what is. Because for one thing, even if black people were,
you want black law on top.
Even if I was just about to say, because if we're separating the ideas, then that wouldn't work. If you saying all the races over here and everybody else over here, then what if the people that are white or Spanish or whatever?
Because knowing how black people are, we're still gonna let them in.
Because Jordan's like Killmonger, he don't like
white
black people are the most exclusive group of people.
We're
like
the most,
they are not.
We're the most welcoming.
Yeah, we're the most welcoming, and we're the
most
welcoming and most forgiving.
We are the most welcoming and the most forgiving.
We're the most loving, the most peaceful.
We are forgiving these motherfuckers for 400 years of slavery.
That's why, because we're the most loving. That's why because we are the most loving. We're the most understanding.
Go ahead,
We're
Jackie.
the most.
We're the most
for the exclusion of St. Louis.
My phone
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I
mean,
most of us are like that. Most of us are like that.
Nigga can't say how
collateral because of what's happened.
Fuck you, mean how?
Black people are not the most loving. So if you,
I totally disagree.
If you go, okay, so have you ever noticed? Like, I think it happened on Black Twitter and then it got put on Facebook because I'm not on Twitter.
Black Twitter.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a
It's
thing. Black Twitter makes shit.
I know what it is. I just didn't hear.
Believe it or not, a lot of black people, a lot of people of color in America have experienced the same detrimental mindsets as far as like, and it's unfortunate. Like a lot don't speak about what's going on in my house when in reality they're being abused or hurt, so they're not.
That's just straight up toxicity.
No, I get it. I'm saying I'm speaking on the loving part.
Yeah, let her finish.
I'm speaking on the loving part. First of all, people love in different ways, but what's taught love in the black community, at least what was passed down as far as my generation, I feel like.
God
damn, nigga.
On me. Absolutely ridiculous.
Nigga, drink some milk.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But potato snap.
That was the Holy Ghost.
Go ahead.
But it's not love. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. That's perceptional as well.
Y'all lucky I like y'all because this is the good shit. This is that Belvedere.
Scoot back a little bit.
Any gays.
What gays? All the gays.
Is that something you made up yourself?
That was good. Huh?
Is that something you made up yourself?
I mean,
any gay, like well.
well.
But I don't believe that we can be
like a crackhead right now.
I'm sorry.
Shit,
he got cross-eyed and everything.
Plasma lighter.
Yeah, right. See?
But no, I don't feel like of course it's not the entire community, but I feel like a lot is not loving and not welcoming. Like if you bring a white girl to the house. No, a lot of black families aren't going for it because of the race. Because they're not accepting it.
My mama just like, you gonna bring a girl home who can't cook?
What? I'm like, Mama, her gravy and casserole though.
And we don't even eat green bean. No, you better not bring.
Have you tried Karen's green bean casserole?
Exactly.
You better not bring no green bean casserole to my Thanksgiving. Absolutely the fuck.
My brother's baby mama
doing.
definitely did, and I ain't gonna lie, I bashed that shit.
I
bashed that shit.
Most of the things that you're talking about is yes, there are things wrong with a lot of black people, but if you go all the way down the hole, you can just chase that back to it's collateral off of what's happening. It's what's going on with our people is literally like a supercomputer being wiped clean and being uploaded with a virus.
Exactly.
But that started. But you know what's crazy about? Because I was talking to this with my people too. Shit, we should start a podcast. But no, but no. I mean, because it be some lit ass conversations. That we have.
All you gotta do is just record.
That's it, right? And that's what I'm saying. When we done talking, like, damn, we could have just recorded. Yeah. But basically, I'm excited for this generation because
which one? Our generation. We were talking about this earlier.
In particular.
Okay.
Because
I was excited. I'm excited about Generation Z, the generation to come.
Really?
The younger ones.
Okay, I want to hear about that. Damn.
I can tell them.
I mean, I could just go back and listen, but basically, what my whole take on it is especially using the way social media is, like the way that we use it as a tool to get information out, and the way it's so easy to share and how quickly we spread information. I am very, very excited for what we're going to turn into because I feel like we're going to bring all the shit, that we're going to fix.
The thing I do like about our generation, generation, is we are the last generation to live without all of this.
Really?
Yeah. We are the last generation who actually had an actual outside experience.
That's fact.
The 90s babies?
Yeah,
we are the last one. After,
but
these kids don't go outside no more. They all
and we got
nowadays. Think about it. When did you get your first cell phone? It was a big deal, right?
Like
now
only thing I can do is play Snake.
Now, Nigel, you're the one with kids in this circle. When your kids get 7, they probably gonna have a cell phone if they outside of your. If they outside.
7, nigga, they done already had tablets, nigga. They gonna
Exactly.
have it all already.
Think about when you were 7. I ain't finna pay for all that expensive ass shit. Yeah. You know your mama and you know my mama.
My mom probably don't even know what the fuck a tablet was when I was 7.
Yo, I just got pissed off, bro.
Better pissed off than pissed off. Don't be R. Kelly.
No, I got pissed off because Tyree just struck a nerve.
No.
Because I keep looking at this nigga and all I see is like I'm talking about same beard. Like if I take my hat off, it's the same haircut.
That's
I got the same
This
glasses.
is actually new. I'm trying something different.
Bro, I got the same haircut.
And the funny thing is, y'all dressed the same.
I got the same haircut and everything.
With it.
Like it's really pissing me off.
Yeah, I think it's relevant.
Yeah, because I'm not trying. I'm looking at you. I'm not trying to look at you because you got the girl right there.
Nah, I'm trying to look at
women.
you, bro.
You know, I like women. You know what I mean?
It's cool. Everybody has a twin. Everybody has a doppelganger.
Bro, this is
Except
pissing
me,
me
because
off.
I'm only one.
Because I know 5 niggas that look just like you.
No, that's a lie.
I know 5 niggas that just like you.
I killed them all. They my tether.
I never
Wow.
never seen nobody as dark as him, so I know that's a lie. That's the
You
darkest.
never seen no
nigga.
black
That's
bowling
why because I know
ball?
niggas darker than me.
You ever just seen a black bowling ball?
No.
My
You
nigga,
know
that's what.
what do you mean his son be on the black people face, that black ass mole, like right there on the nose?
What is that? Penny brown mole on her face?
Oh, Mr. Popo looking at it.
Hold on.
Out of pocket.
Who getting shot first? Who am I coming after first? Because now
Hold on.
I'm going to have to bring out the joke god. I'm taking shots at every single motherfucker now.
Oh, LCD screen looking ass boy.
Oh, remember Looking Boy when that shit came out? It was like, damn.
All the kids saying this.
Oh, God.
You hit him with the
Boy, I'm gonna flame y'all.
I'm about to get
The pregnant table days.
Oh man,
That was lit.
We actually, like, our generation, we didn't have bullying. Like, we had...
that's a lie.
Bullshit.
That's a
Whoa.
lie.
That
We
is-
didn't... Wait. Can
Let me see what you're talking
I
about.
finish?
Yeah,
'Cause,
let's get it, because I definitely got bullied.
When I now
Me too. No, me too.
when I now look back,
And then I got older and beat his ass.
There you go.
what type of bullying? Because not these white kids bullying.
No, I got stuff.
No.
It's just
Oh,
a
you fucking me bully you more.
Let me finish, because you got to understand, in our culture, there's also a thing called joning. So, was you getting joned on and you couldn't jone back? Or was you actually getting...
No, I got stuff.
Man, your shoes hella fucking dusty. Where you get them ugly ass shacks from?
But that's
Hey,
only,
y'all, this nigga got no shacks. He trying to play them off like they forces.
No,
that's only if it's a Jonan
no,
session.
I got.
And niggas, you
Get outta
know,
here.
when it comes to
It's a
niggas,
difference from getting beat and just getting
a
talked about.
joning session
You
is
know what
not...
I'm saying?
Look, a joning session is not a Shingang Wu match. You don't have to announce that shit.
No, it ain't about announcing it.
But everybody know the vibe.
that
Yes, everybody knows.
You know the
don't have to
vibe.
announce
I know you ain't
that
laughing with jokes.
shit. If I just
That's how
come
you
at you
started
with jokes,
off.
you already know, alright.
But
This
it's
nigga got the
when you
jokes
keep
today.
It
going,
takes
now
maturity
you
to not be sensitive, though.
And that's what that's what Generation Z lacks. I will say that.
What?
Maturity.
I mean, they're 14,
Oh,
15
yeah.
years
No.
old.
Yeah.
The oldest
not
of
here yet.
the oldest of them right now is about 19.
However,
That's Generation Z?
Yeah.
however,
Generation G
Damn,
started
you
in...
Still got
Like they 5
time.
and
Still
No,
got
it
time.
started in
I mean,
2000.
we grown.
Still
I'm
got
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
However, though,
You gotta think about it. Like the generation for 90s babies, they say it ended in between 98 and 99.
No,
I'm cutting that shit off in
95,
2000
nah,
because I know some 99 babies who try to hang on to you in 90
I mean,
babies.
How much?
You
I'd
wasn't,
push
but
it
I'm
to
gonna give you
2000
that.
too, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends.
However,
I guess so.
feel
My
like
sister was
with
born in
our
2002.
society, it definitely caters to sensitivity and other people's feelings. It's not necessarily the golden rule anymore like it used to be. Just treat people how you want to be treated.
We just grew up
It's more
differently.
so worry about what other people will say and
Cutthroat.
think about
Really?
what, you know what I'm saying? So I think what they call bullying, it's always been bullying. It just wasn't as...
It wasn't announced.
Not even necessarily
It
enough,
just
but
changed form. That's it.
not that.
This
and
generation
it-
grew up
wait,
at
Let her
the
finish.
ass.
Let her finish.
It changed form, but not only that, but now it's more so people. More so is they made a bigger deal out of it,
Yeah,
especially with social media. Everything is international. Everything is always out there. There's no moment of privacy with media. So what was normally, you deal with it however you deal with it, and then like you get older and you make friends with whoever you get along with. Now it's more so, you're bullying. Like now, if you go to like the schools or whatever, they say if someone's talking about that's gentle bullying, which it's crazy to me. Like I was bullied.
They're just
like,
sensitive.
when that's
different from just joning on somebody and going when they're not into it.
I get what you're saying.
Right, that's
but
bullying.
we still dealt with that. It was still being talked about.
He's next.
He's
next.
But they're saying now you cannot even be talked about, or if someone is bullying, like people can get expelled for that shit.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying. But when we were there, when we were getting joned up, you just dealt with either you learn how to zone back.
No, it was still bullying. Just because it was still dealt with doesn't make it.
Now it would be considered bullying.
It was considered bullying back then.
No, it was not.
What? Yeah, if you're the person getting bullied, it's a bully.
But I'm saying the way we grew up.
I agree with Jackie.
When
that's because y'all the ones who did the joning.
No, I didn't.
What you mean?
Not at all.
The person getting joned on sees it as you are a bully.
No, I was the one getting joned on.
I was
right.
I saw that as a bully.
I actually got like
you probably didn't because it was funny, but.
Nah.
Besides getting joned on,
you talking like you had the Arthur hands every day.
Give me the nickname.
What I'm saying is either you learned how to zone back, you learned how to fight, or you just.
So you're telling me ways of how to deal with your bully.
Right.
That's what you're telling me ways of how to deal with your bully.
Exactly. But now, I'm sorry. But now, it's not like that.
They pansies.
They don't.
Facts.
Yeah, they don't deal with it the way we dealt with it. Like, even now, I can say, okay, yes, I was bullied, but I got through it. That was middle school, whatever.
But not everybody can say
I can definitely say being called ABC is not.
Wait, ABC?
America's Blackest Child.
But to you,
a black ass.
America's Blackest Child.
I had to let that one out. You
dark bastard!
Crooked teeth, motherfucker!
Teeth are not crooked, just a gap. But good try.
Nigga, that teeth hella crooked.
It's a gap.
Nigga, no it ain't. No it ain't. That teeth doing like this. That teeth gayer than Jackie.
Oh. See, look, now we Jonas. See,
get on.
He bullying. No, I'm just playing.
You know you don't like dick, so
can
you
I
know
talk
you
about
can't.
this real quick?
It ain't even a joke.
Real quick. Can we just, how many folks here believe in energy?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
everything is energy.
Yeah.
I ain't used to bully.
Huh?
I believe in streams of consciousness.
Streams of consciousness.
But
Okay.
obviously, energy nonetheless.
Energy, period. Like just
transfer
and feeling and being. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how many believe that presence on social media is still a presence?
I do.
Say it again.
Yeah, the presence on social media.
Your presence on social media is still a presence.
Oh, you're there.
So somebody saying some shit like, like it's like some outlandish shit, like all men cheat or something like that. Do you not feel that?
I feel it.
Ain't that outlandish though?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that.
But how many times have you ever said bitches ain't shit?
All the time.
I mean, I would never say it on social media.
No, that's true.
I will.
I say a form of it.
Hoes ain't loyal. I'm trying to tell you, and they lie.
No,
which I used to. I don't have.
My life coach told me.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Women are very loyal.
That's what I said. This is my battle.
Oh, yeah.
This is my whole, because I wanted to see what y'all thought about this. See, I'm around a group of intellectual individuals here.
I mean, myself.
I mean, y'all can talk. I mean, at least. I'm not around this many people who know how to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to get ourselves together.
I mean, hey, we trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Look, here's the deal. Right?
He even do the beard thing like me. It's pissing me off, bro.
Dude, it's hard not to.
Bro. It's pissing me off,
there,
bro.
Look, it's all good. Look, we'll compare notes later.
Look at Ty staring off in the distance, just reminiscing about when he had his.
I
wish. Say, God damn it, I shouldn't have cut it.
We're not talking about.
But I'm still fine without it, though.
was a young lad once.
So look, because what I was gonna do, I went through this whole, soul cleansing. I was like, I really need to get my stuff together. I want to get myself together.
Too, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself clean.
Yeah,
she got an album coming out soon. Just
cleanse
throwing that out there.
all of this, right? Doing my best to just get rid of anything negative. And I was going to chop off social media, period. But instead of doing that, and what I did was replace all the people who just love showing their ass. Replace all these people who are, you know what I'm saying, love talking shit about people. You know what I'm saying? And I replaced it with spiritual posts. I replaced it with motivational posts.
I've always had.
Why do people always think that you have to?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Their first thing is
you don't have to.
like, let me finish.
Well, let me talk about.
Let me finish. Their first thing is.
Oh, y'all didn't let him finish.
Okay.
I got you.
Oh, dang.
Dislocated my hand. Stop.
You thought, boy, Cypher gonna make you booty shine.
bitch.
Oh, sorry.
Your wrist should be hurting too. He is your tether.
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish, but let's talk about that real quick. I'm his doppelganger. Right?
Yeah, he your tether. He the better version.
Ooh.
He the one that was on the ground eating the rabbits and shit. When he came up,
Wow. Why you doing like that?
oh, because
And
it's
it's
always.
like, I don't want that hype.
Our
Like, you gotta-
fans, look, our fans and our listeners know me and Vic got a rivalry.
Oh, okay.
So he just
And he was just like, you know what?
It's all good.
You know what?
bro.
Look,
No, fuck that shit. I'm finna get him. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, when you saw that hand on, that's how you.
yeah.
Boy, I'm gonna get
But
some.
see,
Now,
that
if
question
he's the
that you
same
asked,
height as me, I'm gonna get pissed too.
that's gonna be interesting because it's kind of looking like it is.
How tall are you, bro?
Like 5'8".
Alright, no, he's taller than me.
Oh,
Everybody,
interesting.
don't worry about it.
Just a little bit.
Interesting.
I'm
But
5'7".
okay, because I'm not used to hearing that. But anyway,
Yeah, you're not.
so
Yeah, fans, I am
you
a short
said-
nigga.
what
Only
did you say?
5'7".
You said-
Hey,
Yeah, straight guys.
I love that shit.
How much sensitivity? Is
Nah,
that?
you act like you a skyscraper.
I'm 5'10".
No.
Oh,
ain't
you don't
hit
have to
six.
get off social
Still ain't
media.
hit six.
Yeah, you're right. So that's what I originally thought. I was like, all right, maybe I just have to cut myself off from people in all forms.
That's what I was about to say before he fucking cut me off.
Yeah.
The
That's
doppelganger, as in like,
have to.
I had the same
You talking
mindset.
about
Like,
cutting
I don't
people
want to. I'm just going to delete all of these people from my social
Yeah.
media. Then I just said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to delete my social
Bro,
media."
I do it daily.
Well-
Bro, I do it daily on Twitter.
No,
I see
I
somebody
just-
have a post. I'm like,
Yeah, I
that's
delete
bullshit.
people from what I
Right.
go.
Really?
The only
Real quick.
The
Yeah, I
only
delete
social
from
media
what
I
I
have
see.
right now is IG, Fresh Prince Vic. You can follow me on that.
Wow.
And Snapchat. Don't follow me on that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, just
And-
Snapchat and
but
Fresh.
that's how it is. Like, because with me, I'm honestly an extremely busy individual. Okay, I'm always doing something. But in that little bit of downtime, I got my phone in my hand.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I mean,
like
I don't
everybody.
really necessarily feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Because I mean, if we're talking percentages out of the day, I may use my phone 25% of the time. Okay, and I mean, and that's not bad, especially considering the fact that it used to be 50 to almost 75.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm doing a nice little cutoff, but it was just like, I mean, shit, because I did delete it, definitely. I didn't delete the accounts, but I deleted it, and I was just like, nah, I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah,
You be bored, you know what I'm saying? Right,
Yes,
bored as
bro.
fuck.
And missing all this.
So I was like, so what happens if I just replace what I'm seeing? Because I mean, if you really think
Exactly.
about it, if you put it like on like a wider time scale, you know what I'm saying? Say your social media use in a month, right, equates to maybe a full week of straight up social media, right? What happens if you are putting things in place that, you know, you're learning from or you're feeling good about? So now you got a full week's worth out of a month that you are, you know, learning something. You're bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I started to kind of incorporate, and I can definitely say it helped my mood. You know what I'm saying? It helped my overall energy, my overall outlook on life. It's definitely made me perceptive. And it made me want to just have conversation. Honestly, that's the reason I'm here today. It's like,
Why
shit,
are we
I wanna
bored?
have
I was
some
all the one going to
conversations.
the soul.
I'll be in the mood for conversation.
Why are we bored with so much outlet now? That because think about it, when we were younger, we found ways to entertain ourselves. We went outside, played outside, and all that stuff.
On our phone.
We're bored because we have too much.
Yes, I agree.
We have too much, and then we're also seeing that we
It's
actually
overwhelming.
have
I
too
feel
little.
it.
Like-
Too many options.
Back in the day, when you actually like had to go out and get your food, you probably had to go out and tend to the lands because your parents was probably farmers and they probably growing
Yeah,
some
that was
shit.
always
You
something
got to
to
get
do.
out of like after school. You have something to do besides just go home and do your homework and watch TV.
But
We are bored because we have nothing to do. We have too much.
And plus, I think that also goes back to just like straight up education. We are not taught.
We are
When you say
we are
nothing to
too
do-
removed from how humans evolved that we've become bored.
And this is why we will
When you-
terminate ourselves.
when you say nothing to do,
I think
That's
it's human
exactly-
nature to undo human nature.
That's exactly how humans will go out.
What you
We will be our own
I kind of
destruction.
like that. It's
Ooh, you
human
want a
nature
cup of
to
water?
undo
Don't
human
say
nature.
that.
When you say we
Drink
have
water.
nothing to
Right.
do, when you say we have nothing to do, you mean like we don't have any priorities anymore.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's only because we're taught that when you get a 9 to 5 and then you go home and then you play video games.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You play video games, you watch TV or something like that. I think that's just what we're taught. That's just what media does.
When boredom was a luxury, boredom actually used to be a luxury. Being bored actually.
Like, whoo, I ain't got nothing to do.
I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, because I'm
now,
taking care of shit.
Yeah.
Well, back then that's when you had to actually go out and actually hunt your food. If you don't go and hunt or you don't go and salvage, you not eating. Your family not eating. And that might take hours. Farming the land, that's gonna take hours. Making sure the house is secure, that's gonna take hours.
Now we got technology to knock that stuff out in 30 minutes.
Technology has made us bored. Technology has made us lazy.
Order the groceries.
However,
Because it's made things easy.
However, this could also be a turning point in the advancement of human evolution because of the fact that if there's any kind of advanced life forms out in the solar system, out in the galaxy, they've went through this point and surpassed it in order to achieve planetary travel, galaxy travel. They would have had to go through these. Damn. Okay, we found how to sustain ourselves. We are bored because we now know how to sustain ourselves.
I got you, Jesse.
Without
you can put your hand down.
having to actually go out. We've built societies to sustain ourselves. That's why we're bored. We don't have shit to do because everything's done for us.
Go ahead, Jackie.
So
I wasn't even done. Damn.
You took too long.
So it's like aliens. If aliens are a thing, which
They are.
I believe
we're
it.
not gonna go into that. That's a whole subject.
There's too much space.
I
Too much.
don't believe life is rare. I just believe life is probably rare in this galaxy.
Well, definitely.
However, I do think I also think we've probably overlooked life several times because we was looking for life as it is on this planet. We're not looking at what if something doesn't need oxygen or water to survive.
Movies fucked us up.
What if it breathes in nitrogen? Just nitrogen.
Right. So
And
it wouldn't survive here.
It wouldn't survive here, so we're not looking for it.
Right.
We're looking for, all right, it needs water, it needs boom, it needs boom.
Mm-hmm.
We think that that's all that life needs.
Well,
and I think we've overlooked life a few times.
Well,
Not many.
You just saying that, I think that just sounds like an escapade to go find life for us. They said we need to expand sooner or later because I think somebody caught on to the fact that the exponential rate that we're growing and excavating the earth of its resources.
The thing about Earth,
find somewhere else to live.
The thing about Earth,
so many movies.
The thing about Earth is
movies.
Earth is greater than us. We can't destroy the Earth. We can hurt the Earth. We can't destroy it.
The Earth
We can destroy ourselves and our living habits, but we cannot destroy the Earth.
I feel that though.
Yep.
No, Earth can't.
We can make Earth so inhospitable that we can't live here anymore, but it's still gonna be here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. That's
Like
a natural. It's
Earth
just a
was
natural
once,
flow.
Earth was once just like how we wanted to travel to the moon, and the moon, like to us,
Moonrise.
it came up like it's a target. It came up as a target, like for
SpongeBob.
exploration to see if we can actually go to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
That happened with Earth. At one point in time, because people feel like you can't even measure or you can't even calculate how long people have even been here.
200,000 years.
At one point in time,
That's what science tells us.
that's what it tells us. How niggas lie.
Here's the thing about science.
Hold on,
Science
hold on.
is always updating.
Hold on, y'all.
Niggas can manipulate that shit.
Yeah, just like you like lying.
I love lying. However, I don't lie when it comes to science.
Not saying you.
Science
How
is
can we
the-
believe that if you love lying?
I mean, you don't have to.
Exactly.
That's the thing about the lie. That's the thing about the
Go
lie.
ahead, Jackie.
You just gotta sell
However,
it.
She
so
been trying to get
on
it for
3
me.
different points. So the thing is, as far as the social media and something, like I realized, like in a sense, I was addicted to Facebook because I was spending way too much time, even if it was just making funnies. So I put on my phone a screen time like I would have on all social media platforms. Period. And once it,
But you're a Facebook comedian. So, I mean,
Let
like,
her have it.
hold on, wait.
Let her
This
have
is a personal because we both Facebook comedians.
Thanks.
So it's like,
I'm funnier. So
woo, you are. But no, what I mean,
He
when
gave it to
it
her.
comes to your time on social media, being a Facebook comedian, do you really take that into consideration? Because it's like, bro, I'm just trying to brighten these motherfuckers' day. Let me tweet this funny shit out. Let me go ahead and drop this funny shit for y'all.
But it'll still be there tomorrow. Like, I was spending way too much.
So it became draining on you.
Yeah, like people need to take people don't realize, like, you're hurting yourself and your brain. Like, time that you can be spent learning
being
something
productive.
else, advancing yourself. Just no matter what it is, like, we spend entirely too much time on all social media platforms, and it's made to distract you. It's made to, you know what I'm saying, take up your time. Like,
that's how other people make their money.
Your iPhone.
It's made to connect you, and you let it distract you, or you think it's made to distract you.
No.
It's
supposed to distract.
It's made to connect.
It was made to connect. But now it distracts.
That's
like
we
fast food.
overuse it.
It's like
That's the idea on
It's
paper.
like fast
We
food.
abuse it.
That's the
It is
idea
like
on paper.
fast
That's
food.
what makes it appealing.
But
Because fast food
however,
is only
we
really
definitely overabuse it.
You can't
You
be
can
a-
definitely stop
But
using
it's kind of like
We
that's
just
our
said-
society. Everything gets electronic, which brings me to my first, I had to put a screen time on my phone. Like, I can bypass it if I want to, my fingerprint. However, it keeps me in check. Like, an hour and a half every day on all social media platforms. Once I hit it, let me know when I got 5 minutes left. So I can choose to get off there and save that 5 minutes for when I get off work, when I'm laying down for to go to bed, or I can keep using it. But either way it go, when that's over, a screen comes up. You time checked out for the day for social networking.
I cannot put a certain time on when I network.
Yeah.
No, it's an hour and a half collectively.
But I'm saying I can't put a certain time on when I
networking
network.
necessarily. It's not like making
media.
business networking, or it's not. It's just literally me
Just
scrolling.
scrolling.
Like, you ever found yourself just scrolling and then realize how much time has passed by? Like, that's a problem.
I've
that's
been-
a problem.
So I've been on Facebook.
It's a trap.
I've been on Facebook for like probably like a year now, and I feel like I'm
me and McDonald's. My goodness.
I haven't had McDonald's in 5 years.
5, yeah, me too.
But
I
haven't
fries. I ain't like
I'm about to say,
fries.
no fries,
Probably
boy.
6, bro.
And they just came out with bacon
But
no,
and
what
cheese
you
on it.
I've been off Facebook
sorry.
for probably a year, maybe a year and a half, and I think I'm finally
You
ready
eat no
to get
fast
back
food?
on.
But and then
Because
can't
look,
say that.
But then you can't judge the next.
No,
I
It's
have-
all bad.
No,
I had, like-
of course, but McDonald's.
I don't think he's
But
judging.
anyway,
He's just saying
we'll get
he's
back-
not
we'll
gonna
get
do
back
it.
to that.
Yeah, I had like I had a little bit over. You look like a whole crackhead right now. No, but I had like a little over 2,000 followers, and I was my social was starting to build up and all
It was
that.
booming.
And like I was a Facebook comedian where I'll go on there, say a joke, get a whole bunch of likes and a bunch of memes and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's where the addictive aspect.
And that's
comes
where I
from.
got addicted until, and eventually I was just like, yo, I need to step back. So I stepped back for 30 days, and then I tried to get back on it. It was like, nah, nigga, you took too long to
Right,
come
your
back.
momentum is gone.
Well, not even that, cause me, like, I can go there and start. Like, have you ever like did this shit that we used to do, like just going for a walk? Like, literally one time, so I left my phone at the house on purpose, and I went walking around the
I've
neighborhood.
never left the house without my phone.
And that's a problem because we used to didn't
Never.
have phones, and we would do
Why
that
is that
shit
a problem?
because now it's like a measure of safety. It's a measure of safety now.
Okay.
No matter what's going on, but it's made like that. It's a cell phone. Somebody can get in contact with you whenever, wherever.
I really don't
left-
feel like that counts because we didn't have that when we was young.
I know,
I had
that's-
that when I was a kid, so I've always been walking with a phone. I never even
Ever
as
since
Well,
I
no,
had
not
my
me.
first
I didn't
phone.
always have a phone. Like, I didn't get my first
My
phone until
fir-
I was 17.
My
Oh,
first
damn.
phone was
So-
so my mama could contact me while
exactly.
I'm gone.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
Connection.
I definitely took a break. Like I said, I left my phone at the house on purpose, and I actually went. It was like actually interacting with people instead of just having my earphones in while I'm walking. Even though that can be considered peaceful, it's still like you're disconnecting from the world. You're not interacting with the world around you.
Yeah, I
and
get
you
it.
see shit. Like, I urge y'all to just try it.
No.
Try
I'm
it.
not leaving the house without my
And
phone.
then
Try
also-
it.
also-
I have family members
I
that
can't.
that
Try it,
need.
though.
I have kids. I
Even,
can't.
okay,
Wait,
okay.
I could be walking, strolling,
Okay,
around them motherfuckers
okay,
got hit by a
okay.
car.
Okay, how
I
about
can't.
this?
I can't.
Okay, how about
I
this?
can't leave the house.
Let her
without my
finish.
phone.
Let her finish.
Okay, how about this? Don't go for a walk. Don't leave your phone in the house and go sit on your porch.
Oh,
5, 10
I
minutes.
do that.
Yeah, I do that.
I do that.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. But as far as like
I
leaving
see.
the house for like an hour or two
Well, it
without
wasn't
my
an
phone.
hour. I just walked around the neighborhood, walked to a neighborhood park. Like,
Basically, you did something with your life without your phone.
Yeah, and I appreciated
Yeah.
just certain beauties that you don't really, because we're walking in text, we're walking, we're just always on our phones. So that's the first point as far as the social media thing. Second point is humans are so smart, they are dumb, and it's
That's true.
unfortunate.
You said humans are so smart that they're dumb?
Mm-hmm. So intelligent that they're dumb. What they don't realize is everything does not have to continue to advance. With science, I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Technology is great. However, everything does not always need improvement.
It's going to always do it, though.
Exactly. So the thing is, we're going to exterminate ourselves before any supernatural entity does. So, I mean, aliens, whether it's a meteor, or whether it's like just a supernatural event, we're gonna make ourselves. Hold on, because I waited for a long time.
No. He just sniffed his armpit. It was weird.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Put your hand down.
I feel like adult spirit. Fuck teen spirit, my nigga.
So we're gonna get rid of ourselves because we don't know how to leave shit alone, and we don't know how to mind our own business.
White people don't know how to leave shit alone.
We're on the brink of World War
No,
III.
that's everybody.
No,
we be in people's business, but white people don't know how to leave shit alone. Black people like, shit, I don't know what that is.
But we ain't getting involved, but we looking out the bar. So I get it.
Hashtag scary movies.
Exactly.
So, and then the third thing is, and the second thing is with that, humans, like, it is other life forms. I do believe in that but only one top of the food chain can exist. Two tops of the food chain cannot coexist. Like dinosaurs, they were here for millions of years, but humans were not during that time frame.
There's actually
lemons and stuff like that.
That wasn't legit.
No. Think of
no. Before y'all tell me no to it, let me tell you what the fuck I'm about to say.
Our mammalian ancestors was around at that time, but humans or Homo sapiens or any of the homogenesis, no.
We would not have been able to survive.
But I don't know what you just said. All I heard was homo. That's
all
I heard.
Well, somebody who's educated would know that Homo sapiens, the homogenesis, homo just means the basic.
It's the same.
It's human being. It means a human
I mean, I get that, but I didn't hear what he said.
didn't
All I heard was
because
all I hear is in the headphones. A lot of y'all talking.
Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, the Neanderthals, the Denisovians, all of those.
So
anyway,
they all came after the dinosaur. Just to clear that up with Nigel.
So we're not going to. So as far as traveling, I don't think we'll get there.
You said traveling?
Like to another galaxy.
We're definitely getting there.
No,
yeah,
I
can't hear it, bro. I can't hear it, bro.
We're gonna destroy.
And that's crazy. Everything's louder than that, but I still can't hear it.
But and then my third point. What was my third? Damn, shit.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
See, she had a whole roll going.
Right, like I try hard to remember those 3 points.
Let me just go one more thing. I don't like. Well, I can't even say I don't like. Because you said something about science. I think we have to stop looking at science like it's a topic, because it's not. Science is everything.
Science is
that we know.
No.
Science is literally everything.
Science is literally.
Science is the study of nature.
No, it's not.
The study of everything.
Yeah.
There is nothing.
We know.
Look
that
up.
is not
Wait. Look up the definition of science. Science is not nature. Science is literally.
Science is the study of explaining nature.
No, it's not. I just made him a drink.
I mean, everything
that
is
was
nature.
science.
So
that was chemistry.
I can see how that can be broadened into everything. Nature.
I just made you a drink. That was science. That was chemistry.
That's true.
Science. We are smoking weed. That is science. That is chemistry.
Yeah.
Everything around you is some form of science.
Yeah.
I don't like how people are making science seem like it's like making science seem like it's synonymous with religion.
Definition.
Right.
No.
The definition of science. The intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure. That was a whole bunch of shit just to say nothing.
Right.
Structure and behavior. So this is what it is. The study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment.
So it's not just nature. It's everything around.
Nature was in the definition.
Everything.
Natural.
Yeah, everything.
Natural. Yeah.
So I wasn't saying that it was just.
You know. Hold on. Wait. So, you were talking about. No. You were talking about there are things here that we don't know. Oh, more. Okay. So basically, right. I'm a nerd. Okay, just another
in the right room.
Right there you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying? I play a lot of video games.
Hi, nerd.
Revenge of the Nerds is great.
So, I play. If anybody is familiar with Gears of War,
yes,
I'm actually surprised I don't have the shirt on. And I got the cog with the skull. Anyway, like they
Nerd.
literally, exactly, they literally fight monsters that come from underground.
But they some big ass dudes too, though.
They are some big ass dudes. I will say that.
Niggas huge.
They are.
So they're like
But-
the size of Titans? Or
No, they would.
No,
Bigger than that.
No.
These
Imagine
niggas is huge.
just imagine giving a linebacker a gun.
Bigger than that, nigga. What you mean?
Yeah, basically.
Like when you play as these,
but I mean
huge.
that times two.
hold on,
like,
Jackie. When you play as these niggas, you just play as they shoulder.
Right.
For
The
real.
how big
biggest
these
human
niggas
you
are.
can think of. times
like that.
And then monsters that, I mean, they even have pets that are 4 times as big as the biggest thing
He's
that
a
we
big
have.
ass motherfucker.
And look, catch this. They live under us. So there are these huge gargantuan beings that literally live under us. So it's so crazy that we are going out into space looking
Name
for
more?
life when there are so many different things that we have
We
never
still haven't discovered.
because
Parts in Africa still haven't been discovered.
there are parts in Africa that still
Well,
haven't
the
been
ocean
discovered.
That's a lie.
There are
Yeah.
catacombs under us that have yet to be explored.
We
Yeah.
have
There are
Over
catacombs under the
75% of
sea.
the ocean is still
We have
undiscovered.
at least 90% of the ocean has still haven't been discovered.
90%.
However, every touch of land has been observed. Not physically.
Of course
Well, not physically as in boom, I am here on location, but as in gone over surveyed. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Satellite.
You can see with a drone whatever you want to see. I'm talking about being on the ground. You don't know what's on that ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
why I
and-
said
And
it's
it's
parts.
animals that I believe, like Megalodon.
I think it's
I
animals.
think,
Megalodon
I think
exist.
he's very much alive.
I believe it's some
I
shit
think
in the
he's-
sea that I don't even want to know about.
But you know,
okay?
but you know
I
what's
can't
crazy?
swim, so
It's
I'm gonna
like
leave y'all alone.
He sound like the black man that be on TV. Like, look, this is what I see. So boom, this nigga was over there.
Like
Megalodon
technically,
is a
bow.
great white shark times like 20.
technically
Yeah, they can
there
keep that
is.
shit in
When you
there.
think about it this way, when you think about the same thing, 2 different colors, right?
Yeah, 2 different environments.
Yeah, that's what
They
it
are
is.
legends for a reason. People would have had to have discovered the bones of what is it called? The Gostylus Epithecus? It's a giant
heard
fucking
words.
ape. It's a giant fucking ape.
Oh,
Okay.
Godzilla. I mean, I said Godzilla. I
King
mean
Kong.
King
King
Kong.
Kong.
my bad.
Oh, Godzilla.
Not that
Way to
big.
go.
Not
Not
that
that
big.
How black of you?
I believe
Yeah.
they was. I believe they was touching like 8 to 9 feet.
Oh, okay.
And just
I mean, that's still huge
gorillas.
as fuck.
Just,
Right, gorillas.
That's still
Pure
big as
muscle.
fuck.
Like,
You look like a
animals.
Gossip Apocalypse of it.
Snuffle again.
Snuffleupagus.
Hey, he flamed your ass. Hey, you can't
You see how he was just moving his shoulders like
Hey,
that?
I thought his hands was really dragging for a moment.
no, because when
He
you
got
laugh,
that
you look
ass.
Chinese.
He said, yes,
You look like that
But an
sister.
Asian Snoop
Young
Dogg.
grasshopper.
Oh, he just
He looked like dude that was in Golden Child. Oh God.
And the mustache.
Oh God.
Oh, why is
You see how Tyree just switched the energy over to you just that
Damn.
fast?
Right.
Right. That's what happens when you don't say nothing. You just say, hey, what that's
No,
what
he
teachers
look
be
like
doing.
he finna fuck it up.
What the fuck is that nigga doing in the corner? What's 2 plus 2, nigga? Shit, cat. What you mean? I'm asleep. Leave me alone.
Hey, he looked like that nigga that's gonna come back with a T.I. ass comment. Well, in my experience.
across that leg?
Uh-oh.
This nigga Tyree.
That was Jordan.
No, that was
bumping
your
the
dick.
Nigga, his
fucking
leg is
table.
on it. His leg is on it.
I saw your knee. I saw your knee hit
I'm looking
it.
at my knee
What
for a
was that?
faggot.
I don't know.
You said.
Oh, that's what I ended up getting cut off. I don't remember
Yeah,
what
nothing
it
to
was.
say.
It might come back when I said it.
I was
But
there.
that was another thing.
See the way he said it.
That I was saying, because he was like, you don't think so. And the reason why I was saying humans will exterminate themselves before any supernatural.
That's what it was.
Oh, it was a
It
baby?
doesn't matter. It's a child.
Okay.
What we view as a child.
Okay.
And I don't know, like a middle-aged
Okay.
adult, adult child.
Okay. And do I know them personally?
No, it doesn't. That's not the
So
question.
that's,
It's
all that's white.
hypothetically,
Oh, that's white.
it's
Okay.
You want to know what's funny?
say the child or the adult.
You be loving these.
Actually, no.
Me?
That,
You wanna know
take it
what's
a
funny?
step further.
It's
Taking a
over.
step further.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
None of that was
All right,
recorded.
hold on.
None
Hold on.
of that.
Whether-
all of that was recorded.
Save the mother
Yes,
or the
I'm
child.
mad too.
Save
We're
the
recording
mother
now.
or
Say
the
the
child.
mother or
If
the
they
child.
save their mother and child.
I would
if they-
say the child. The reason is because if I was to save the child,
but we heard it.
That means that's like an automatic stamp on that child's life. Like that's the stamp that I'm putting on that child's life, right? Mm-hmm. So I would make it at that point, make it my duty, my responsibility to make sure that child is everything that child can be. Okay. Right? So. The mother at that point has lived this life, and it is nature for a mother, right? Mm-hmm. To give life for that child and sustain life for that child. If the mother is gone, you know what I'm saying? That child cannot survive. So I would make it my duty.
No, you can't. That wasn't the choice.
I mean, well, that's all after. The choice was to save either or. That's an impossible question because like then that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna leave the
child. No, because I said
woods.
Based on the circle of life because we were talking about that. In the circle of life in just the wild.
The child has a lot more potential than a woman, and that's the reason why.
However, it cannot survive without the mother. Because the woman
that's up for debate.
The woman can make more children.
Because what happens if the child is a female?
The woman can make more children.
But what happens if the child is a female?
Survive in life in a wild.
You still have to wait for it to come to maturity.
We're agreeing with Thanos still.
Right. Either way, it depends on a bunch of different variables.
Gotcha.
So questions like that, I ask for a lot of variables.
A situational
so
question.
I can't wait till next Sunday. This was really fun. Everybody text me. Jackie, text me. You already got my number?
Yep. Come back next Sunday.
I definitely will. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was nice
to
meet y'all.
Fucking height, bro.
Basically,
yes.
Mirror image.
That just pissed me off.
Jordan? Yeah. Okay, I remember that. All right, y'all.
All right,
y'all have a good one.
Thanks for
coming
on.
I guess on the flip. And again, I'm sorry, this is my girlfriend, Onyx.
All right.
I know, yeah, she's.
Well, Jack, you out too?
Can I catch y'all on the flip?
No, I said I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That just this nigga is me.
That's me. All right, how much time everybody got before I tell y'all what really just happened?
I got 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes?
Yeah. You finna be mad.
Just about.
Yeah.
You finna be pissed.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
A lot of that was not recorded.
You remember when he dropped the recorder?
Yeah. When Vic picked it up, he pressed the not record.
No, don't put that on me.
Vic pressed the stop record button.
When he knocked it over, it stopped recording.
No. The buttons have to be pressed. So that means when you picked it up, a button was pressed.
I picked it up like this, and then when you try to move it, you press the button trying to move it.
Listeners, Vic did it.
Don't blame that on me.
So y'all missed a good ass conversation.
Don't put that on me.
Y'all missed a good
Do not put that on me.
Wait.
How many times have Vic saved the podcast because Tyree knocked some shit over?
Wait. Y'all missed a good ass conversation, and we're gonna get back for y'all next week because if him and Marcus here, that's gonna be a beautiful ass conversation.
No, but we not finna skip past the fact that you fucking just try to put that on me.
If you gotta clean clothes and leave in 10 minutes, we finna go ahead and wrap this shit up.
Wow.
I gotta see how much we got, but we finna go ahead and wrap this shit up.
Oh, let's wait till Jackie get back.
Okay, let's wait for Jackie to get back. But oh shit, when the conversation Nigel wants to have, we're gonna get into it more next week, or should we just save it for next week?
Say it again.
The conversation Nigel wanted to have. Me and Nigel had a text message conversation a few days ago about what we wanted the real topic of this conversation to be.
Bring up the topic and we'll decide if we want to say it.
It's still the great dilemma.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode then. Because I've been sitting here wondering what the hell is the name of the episode.
What was the topic?
Opportunities.
As in?
The opportunities that we know for a fact we've missed out on.
We can touch on it briefly and then get in depth with it next week. I got 10 minutes.
And that's opportunities from as far as like job opportunities to pussy opportunities. Opportunities for a fact, looking back like, damn, shit.
I could have got that.
I could have got that. and that happened because I put in, I don't know which group chat it was that Tyler Perry was having. Tyler Perry was on his last. He's on his last Madea play run. Yeah. And a homegirl of me and Nigel, who works on the production crew in St. Louis.
Yeah, it was ours.
She asked me to be the intern because they needed a new intern. So I'm like, I want to do it.
You should.
I couldn't. I'm on my last strike at my job. So it's like I had to work today and I had to work yesterday. They would have needed me from Friday to Sunday. From 12 to 11 both days. And I'm talking to my boss yesterday about it. He was like, why you ain't taking? I'm like, they would have needed me from 11 to 12. I mean, from 12 to 11. He was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. You lucky I like this job.
I had an opportunity to go to school in a different state.
Same.
And I did not take it.
I had the opportunity to go to the second best art school in the country. Shout out the School of Museum of Fine Arts of Boston. And I did not take it because of pussy. Because of a girl. Because I was so infatuated that I did not want to leave Missouri for Boston and come back to Missouri and not have her no more.
Yeah, he was whipped.
Yeah, I really was. At the age of 18. Besides the fact we couldn't really afford it. But they was coming with the scholarships and shit because they loved my portfolio. And we could have made that shit work. Yeah. But a nigga being young, dumb, and in love.
I had another opportunity to study abroad, but financial reasons couldn't go when I was in high school. But yeah.
And you, Jordan? Any opportunities that you know for a fact you missed out on?
Any opportunity?
That would have been dope to study abroad, man.
Still do it.
I mean,
you ain't got no kids.
There's more to that.
Opportunity I missed out on.
I know you missed out on some shit.
Probably working with certain people, music wise and shit. Like, because some people sometimes like want to work with me, like, sort of like beats and shit. And I just like, I don't know. It's like I never get back to them, or I feel like I'm taking so long and I just never do it, or it's like I'm not good enough for,
Why do you think you're not good enough?
I totally understand that.
It's self-conscious. It's just like, cause like you wanna be yourself. Like I wanna be myself, but I still want to give the people what they want at the same time.
I had an opportunity to shoot this IG model, and I didn't take it because I didn't feel like I was ready. This was like before I even started. I didn't feel like I was ready to. And a lot of people may say, "Oh, it's just pictures." No, I'm a perfectionist, yo. Like when I do something,
be ready for it instead of just throwing yourself at the opportunity and see how it comes to you.
Because risks are fucking just
yeah. Like I don't want to put out any BS and then look back at it and like, dang.
It's a stepping stone.
Yeah, but not starting out because you never know who that person know, and you start off with some trash and then that person give out a word saying, "Yo, don't work with this person."
Everybody has the ability to do something. Everybody can make beats, but that don't mean that shit can be fired.
Right. And everybody can take a picture on their phone, but that don't mean it's gonna be like movie quality.
Right.
Like when I take pictures, I want every picture that I take to make it seem like this is a scene in the movie. And so far, what I've been able to do now, I've accomplished that. My first picture starting off was not that at all.
I think we should hit.
Oh yeah, we got some bad news.
So a lot of that good ass conversation we just had.
Yeah.
You remember when he dropped the recorder and then picked it up or whatever?
When Vic picked it up, he pressed the do not record button. So,
do you really think I did that?
Of course you did, nigga.
Who do you think really did that?
You the one who picked it up.
But who would try to adjust
that shit was gold, my nigga.
Brilliant.
Gold.
Just to let y'all know, we be on here dropping some good ass shit for y'all niggas, boy.
That was actually.
Was Brian on there?
Mm-hmm.
No, the part that wasn't recorded.
Everything was on there.
Everything, when I first looked at it, it was like, damn, this still on 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's what I thought.
Because remember, I told you it was like, I thought.
So none of that recorded?
None.
No, remember,
none.
When it happened.
We still got, because this is the second file.
That's what I said. I thought it recorded.
Let me not let y'all think we don't have nothing recorded. We have
I'm talking about the post ain't no snap, my nigga. Like that shit.
When it?
Oh my god.
No, I thought what happened was it just started a new file.
It did, and then it fell, and then it stopped recording because it fell.
But when it fell, it kept the numbers kept going. I don't remember us pressing the button. So that means
that for now on, we will have a central location besides this little shafty ass stand that I have.
It kept falling. It should have told
This is my face right now.
Bitch.
But Vic gotta leave.
Yeah.
I don't know about you two.
Yeah, for the shake. You the boy.
Real quick, since Nigel is not here, Game of Thrones predictions tonight.
But since we already missed pretty much like the episode, like it's it starts at 8, but we missed the episode. But another one.
I got
comes at
Hulu.
10. Okay, you good?
I got Hulu.
Because I got my girl recording this shit, so we gonna watch it.
Ooh, you think she watched it without you?
No, she ain't. No, I told her like.
He said no, nigga.
No, watch it, bro. Yeah, she recording it. So, bro.
They're all on the way to King's Landing.
It might be Cersei, cuz.
What's a good?
Because we only got one more episode. This is episode 5, bro.
I think.
Good caption.
I hope Cersei is. If Cersei is not on the throne, I hope Cersei dies this episode and Jon kills Dany in the last episode.
I definitely think Jon.
I don't even watch the show, but I can guarantee you, Jon probably might die between now and the last episode.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's
not a surprise.
And that's just because, from what I'm hearing, as a writer, from what I'm hearing, he's a fan favorite.
Yes.
So the number one
No,
way,
he's not just a fan favorite. He's the writer's favorite.
the number one way to get y'all, kill that nigga off second to last episode or last episode. Don't let him get the throne. Make somebody else, whoever's the second.
He don't even want the throne.
And the bitch
He don't want the throne, so that's why everybody think he might die.
And the bitch with the dragons.
Yeah, she wants the throne.
And she's gonna die. It's no way she's.
It's one of them too.
No, it's
At the end,
the reason why
gonna be
she's going to
like-
die is because she's turned into what her father was. Her
Okay.
father was the
I don't
Mad
know.
King.
She's been having reasonable reactions.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch.
She's been having reasonable reactions.
I'm not gonna
This
watch it.
Sunday.
But my
My Sunday. It sounds like you sung that.
my prediction is that one of them is gonna die.
Both of them. I think both of them will die.
They might just both die.
'Cause
I
it's-
thought Jon was gonna become the Night King. Either Jon or Bran.
I thought Bran was going to become the Night King.
I was like, either Jon or Bran is gonna become.
I thought Bran was. I think it's still time for Bran to become something
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. I don't know if I like how to looking back. I don't know how I like how the Night King went out. I mean,
I wanted him to fight.
I know. I just
I
wanted
wanted
him to
him to
bang
fight.
with Jon. I was all I wanted at that point. I was like, bro, and you ducked the fade, you bitch. He came, bro, because Jon, he was like, bro, let's get it.
And he
I got
was
my
right there.
sword.
It
What's
was
up?
so hard. This nigga turned around like, right.
I was just watching
He
that
said,
earlier, bro.
right.
He said,
When he did that, I was like,
I was like,
it's
fuck,
over,
no.
bro. It's over.
no, because bro, they're fighting a zombie army. They're surrounded by they're all dark. It's a zombie army, and the nigga is there's a hive consciousness because they're all created by the Night King. So even if they kill all these people
And killed the people that's on his side.
the Night King just comes and raises their people up.
Raises our people and his people.
A real necromancer.
Yes.
He like, all right. And all of them.
fucked
And you
up.
just see him look at Jon and just smirk like, bitch, you thought you had me.
You thought you
What
was
you
over.
thought
And you
this
wanna know
was?
how big nerd culture is?
What?
I bet the basic fans don't even know that that's necromancy. They just think it's a nigga
It's
raising
just
a nigga from the
raising
dead.
this. Yeah, no, it's definitely necromancy.
I can't believe none of that recorded.
Yeah, bro, I was in
He coming back next week.
I don't give a fuck. You cannot. First of all, we talked about so much shit.
Oh, we can't do. I have to see what all we have because we don't. Me and him stood in the
Nigga,
room.
that shit been on 2 minutes for the longest. Cause I was looking at it. I was
No,
like,
the
why is
file
that-
switch.
The file switch. I think what happened is that one file,
Got
because
too
we was
big?
I think that one file got too big and then it just jumped to another file.
Yep.
But he think it stopped. I don't remember you
I think
pressing
the
play.
same thing, but it stopped when it fell after it jumped to the next file.
I don't remember you pressing play.
We just have to see. We'll have to see.
Yep.
But this has been another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
half an
Hopefully.
episode.
Half
Hopefully.
episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
Oh, I know this is gonna come out next week because we always drop an episode behind. So, but I want to say this so y'all can get my natural reaction. The Raptors just beat the Sixers, and I'm pretty hyped right now.
You like the Raptors?
No, I like Kawhi Leonard. He might come to the Lakers.
I don't know what that is.
I know you're not a sports guy. Nobody in here is really a
I'm not-
sports
I'm not a
person.
sports
But
I mean,
you
Jack like
yeah. Whatever, niggas.
All right. Well,
Bye.
all right,
Hey.
niggas.
Vic.
I'm low key a little pissed off, bro.